What up? What up? What up? I'm on location today. Talk a little, let's talk business. Let's talk economics. Let's talk corporate competition. You know, because everybody feel that they're qualified to have this conversation. You know, which everybody probably is, but you know, but this is a conversation you cannot avoid. If you know what I'm saying, if you know, I don't know what people call themselves, activists, I don't know, well, whatever they call themselves, you cannot avoid this conversation. You're going to come across it. You know, you can do as many, you know, swirler conversations or the gods and Egypt or whatever. You can do as many conversations as those if you want. But at some point in time, you're gonna come across business economics at some point in time. So, Chief, you out here, bro? Chief?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, yep, I can hear you.
Is this good?
Oh, yeah, we got Chief Holiday. We got Chief Holiday in the building.
Oh, I'm taking out this Bluetooth. Peace, paradise to all American Aborigines. The troop is in the building. Shout out to Todd Data, man. What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good in the shop today. It's a little warmer today. You know what I'm saying? It's still cold, but it's a little warmer today. So I say, hey, well, you know what I'm saying? Why not just go on? I ain't, it ain't too busy or nothing. I got done doing what I need to do. And go on, talk about business, economics, corporate competition. That's what I deal with every day. Not on a high level or no shit like that, no Jay-Z and no shit like that, but dealing with it is dealing with it, no matter if I'm dipping in it or swimming in it. I'm in it. You know what I'm saying? So I figure we talk a little bit about that now. Now see, me, I deal with corporate competition a lot. And that's what I think a lot of people are afraid of. A lot of people are afraid of competing with big corporations, probably because they don't either know how or it don't really register to them. You see what I'm saying? But see, to me, I do that every day. So Boost Mobile Corporation, Metro PCS Corporation, T-Mobile, AT&T, I'm competing with those every day. You see what I'm saying? And none of them can be able to compete with me. You see what I'm saying? On that type of level, on a certain type of level. And some of them, I can't compete with them on certain type of levels as well. But, but I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to bet that if a T-Mobile moved in, that they would probably sell more accessories than me. They might be able to sell more phones than me. But I would be taking all the repairs. I would be taking all the prepaid accounts. I'll be taking, pretty much all the foreigners. I'll be taking, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be able to survive. So I know what y'all got out there, man. What y'all got out there? I know y'all got dispensaries out there, right? Let me see. What you doing right now, Chief? Can you hear me? Are you muted?
Yeah, what did you say? What was the question?
I'm saying, what you doing right now?
I don't know, you breaking up.
I was saying, like, what y'all got out there that you're competing with? They're like a corporation in your field, like
that I'm competing with.
Yeah, because everybody got a corporation that in their field pretty much.
Well, you know, like one thing I figured out, man, like especially if like I'm in the entertainment business, right? You know, Las Vegas is the entertainment capital of the world. So one thing I figured out that you shouldn't do is try to compete against somebody that has a bigger budget than you, right? The city has a bigger budget than you, right? So what you need to do is figure out the city, figure out, you know, like you said, who's the competition or whatever, and then find your niche. You know, so there's no competition in your niche.
Right,
You know what
and
I'm
that
saying?
would be
And
competition.
yeah,
That would
there's
be
no competition.
right. That would
Yeah,
be
no.
competing.
So when it comes to that, huh?
That would be competing.
Right, yeah. So that's my point. So you know, if we talking about competing. You know, so we competing for power. You know, so we competing to be on the highest hill in this city. You know, so we competing
Right.
to run the resources of this city. Where the resources go. You know, what I'm saying a lot of times, you know, that's one thing that's the problem. The people that are in place don't put the resources where they need to go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, oh, you guys rent, you guys don't pay taxes. Well, that's not true. You know what I'm saying? You got sales tax, you got all these other type of taxes and stuff that people are paying, toll taxes and all these other things that people pay and that takes care of other people. That has to change. So that's the problem, man. Like a lot of problems that's going on in America are programmed, right? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Solar Minds, shout out to George Makins, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sister Renee's and, you know, Psychos and, you know, the Cynthia G's and all those people, right? You guys you've hit the nail on the head, right? You have. You have. But at some point, we have to put boots on the ground. We have to put, shout out to Sister Geneva. That's her thing. If I ever take anybody's stuff, I'm definitely going to use it, you know, let y'all know where I got it from. So I got that from Sister Geneva. That's her thing, boots on the
Actually, you know
ground.
what? I
Go
did
check her
too.
out.
I did too.
Yeah, I like her. She's cool. Beautiful sister. Yeah. So when we're talking about economic empowerment, right? A lot of it comes from just verbiage and words and things like that people, let's just say, don't use, right? And it goes back to everything we're saying. All the problems that we're having is coming from a loser mind state. We're not coming at it from a winner's mindset. We're coming at it like you came on a boat and you're just, you know, here on these people's land,
You can't
you
do
know,
it.
for the past 400 years. That's crazy, huh?
Right. Like we can't do it. It's not us. You
Yeah.
know, it's not
Oh,
hood.
whoa, it's poor us, poor them. See, when I hear things about monies and budgets and stuff, instead of us saying, well, what we gonna get, what president's gonna go there and do anything for us, right? Like Kamala Harris said, well, you know, I can't go in there and say I'm just gonna do stuff strictly for black people, right? But what you will do is do something, whoever you are, Trump, Bush, whoever, we're the first Americans. We're going to be in the front of the line getting all the benefits first. That's the thing, and not immigrants. Immigrants should be coming second. Now, it's a little trick I need y'all to play. I need y'all to do. I get it, right? But in order to have economic empowerment, you have to have spiritual empowerment. You have to have social empowerment. You have to have mental fortitude, testicular fortitude. You have to have that. And we don't have that as a community. Some of us might have it here and there, whatever. And the Aboriginal community is definitely on the forefront of this wave, man. You know what I'm saying? The rise of the mentality. But you're never gonna have nothing talking about some fucking reparations. You're never gonna have nothing talking about, oh, poor me. You're never gonna have nothing talking about like that. So that's the problem. America is ours. It is not Germany. This is not France. This is not Zimbabwe. This is America, Jack. And that's the fucking problem. They have socially alienated us from our fucking power, from our land, from our shit. And that's why I don't stand for that. I'm cool on y'all. So let's go. Let's get it. It's time to get it cracking. There's no more time for talking. Oh, the black dollar only circulates for 12 minutes. Fuck y'all. Who you talking to? Who's counting? Who said that? Right? When we gonna put our faces on the money? Right? When we gonna talk about empowerment? I don't want to hear nothing else. Y'all too fucking weak for me. So I don't want to hear that. It's too much. Like, you know, well, if we build something, niggas really say this, y'all, in real life. You know they're gonna come tear you down. Who you talking to? Who's gonna do this? What army? What are y'all talking about? See, this is the mental fuckery that you have from watching Roots and Pulp Fiction and Troy and all these other things, right? Yo, shout out to Netflix though, right? I just watched a season Fall of Troy, right? Fall of a
Hold
City,
on one
right?
second. Hold on one second. Let me give a shout out to Ron Redbird in the building. He said, "What's up, Chief?" Ron Redbird in the
Ron
building. He at work,
Redbird on CEO.
so he's sneaking
Peace
right
to the
now.
tribe. Huh?
Hey, Ron, get back to work, man. We'll be here, man. We ain't talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna get into nothing too juicy. You know what I'm saying? Without you, bro. Get your boy back to work. Nah, what's up, bro? What's up? What up, man? Oh, go ahead, Chief. You was talking about Netflix. Chief.
Yeah, well,
I know I was giving Ron Redbird a shout out. He at work right now.
now you breaking up. What'd you say?
I said I was giving a shout out to Ron Redbird. He at work right now. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, a lot of those those corporations, they got deep pockets. You know what I'm saying? So they have a big responsibilities and they have big overheads. And so they move a lot slower. You see, one of the things I do is that, you know, I can go over, or I can, you know, maybe even internet, go over to China, go over to Japan, and I can go see the new stuff that's coming out before they get it. You see what I'm saying? Before they get it. Because when they buy it, they buying thousands and millions and containers of it. See me, I can go over there. What I do, I go over there and I buy, you know, 40, 50, 60, 80 of them. And then I come back and I could test the market. And if it's popping, you know, boom, I'm light years ahead of these corporations. So with the world today, we can get light years ahead of these corporations. There's products out there that they ain't even that's out there in China, Japan, and even, you know, people's garages and homes that corporations hasn't even got their hands on them yet. You see, so that's another way, I myself can get a leg up on the corporations and how I've been doing it. Um, um, for example, we have these. Let me see if I can find one. I can't find you the one I use now, but I'm gonna find one of my boxes for you. Let me see. Here you go. Now see this right here. This little box right here. This is a corporation's worst nightmare. Okay, this is a corporation's worst nightmare. This is T-Mobile's, AT&T. This is a phone corporation's worst nightmare. Okay, now I'm able to use these. Guess what? They can't. You see, not saying that they can't, but not saying like who they gonna have to do it. Like they're gonna get a team. You know what I'm saying? So I can go and get these before the corporations get them. So these little boxes right here, this one, actually, I'm not even gonna say the name of it because it's none of your business either. This is my field, so it's none of your business either. But these little boxes right here, this is actually an older box, and so I can take one of these little boxes, and which I get from China. We make them in China, and corporations don't sell them, so you can't get them. You can't walk into a corporation, no Best Buy or anything like that. You can't do that. You see what I'm saying? And so by me having one of these, it gives me a leg up from all the corporations. Because if you walk into a T-Mobile store and your phone is glitchy, what they're gonna do is they're gonna say, well, you need to buy another one. You need to get insurance. You coming into my store and your phone is glitchy, I hook it up to this box and I can fix it. You see what I'm saying? T-Mobile them, they don't fix phones. They can't do that. And I just saved you from getting you a new phone. Now I just saved you from getting you a new phone. Now I just, I got a couple dollars in my pocket, and I helped you, and I helped you. You see what I'm saying? And so that's just my field. But in other fields, I'm pretty sure you guys can do the same type of stuff. Peace. We got Reginald Green in the building, behind the scenes. King, what's up, man? How you doing? And with every field that you in, see, I can't talk about other fields. So I can only talk about mine. And so with every field, there are certain things you can do that get you the leg up. Like Chief Holiday said, what he do is he find a little niche. Like if everybody walking around, let's say if Transformers the hottest thing out. So all no. Let's do realistic. What's it? March, right? What holiday is it in March? Is it? Let me see. Easter's in April. You guys celebrate Easter, right? In April. And then what do you guys got in March? What's coming up in March? Well, whatever little American bullshit y'all got coming up in March, all the stores is going to transform itself for that holiday. You see what I'm saying? Everybody's going to transform itself from that holiday. They pretty much got that niche taken care of. So, so if you're in like Chief Holiday line of work where you're in the entertainment business, what you're going to have to do is you're probably going to have to piggyback off a certain type of holiday or something. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to go find another holiday or
Every day's a holiday.
Huh? Right. Another
every day's a holiday. So yeah, ain't no competing with that, bro. Just I'm sick of. But yeah, when it comes to, like I said, man, I believe in friendly competition, but I do believe in standing your own lane. You know what I mean? And respect the boundaries and things of that nature. I don't think people know how to respect boundaries. Shout out to the sister L Boogie. She was going in last night, and she was talking about and this all goes back to economics, bro. Like I said, we don't have the right mindset, bro. We're not gonna have no economics. I'm saying that's just the facts about the thing, bro. So, and we have to honor, each other, bro. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I think a lot of people, it's hard to do that. We could be in the chat room, hey, peace, king, hey, peace, empress. You know what I'm saying? Y'all follow me? And that's the reason why we do these things, to reinforce the mindset of uplifting each other. Y'all follow me? So you got people to be like, they be on stuff like, because they feel inadequate as people. I feel like, you know what I mean? So it goes back to economics, right? If we don't have the right mindset, we're not gonna be economically sound. That's just what it is. So, and we got to stop separating ourselves from the healthy America. America is healthy financially. It's giving aid to other fucking countries, right? Do we get aid from other countries? Y'all follow me? So America's healthy enough to give aid to other countries, right? So you understand what I'm saying? So your financial well-being is directly linked to your mindset, man, and that's what we're talking about. So if we're having conversations about reparations, like, who are you suing? What are we talking about? Like, we need to be talking about some more specific things, like, ABC, NBC, CBS, like I said before, Fox, the Board of Education. Like, we need to have a specific, the Census Bureau, and you niggas just trying to figure out how to go sign up for the census as opposed to trying to figure out how to sue these motherfuckers. See what I'm saying? Y'all always fall for the tricks. Y'all always want to fall for, we're descendants of fucking slaves, and mad at me because I don't want to be a fucking descendant of a slave. So now we're never going to be financially situated as a collective because we think as individuals. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like that has to stop. I think that's a big problem of the situation. Hey, no. Uh,
It was crafted by
we we think the way they programmed us to think, and that's a fucking problem. Yo, like we can't spend money with each other, we can't build with each other, we can't trust each other. That's the way. That's a part of programming. And once again, that's a mindset that we have to shake. That cannot happen. We're supposed to trust each other first with us with everything. Now we got R. Kelly distracting us.
So ensuring that we can use this as education moments.
See what I'm saying? Which is all this is a distraction to stop us from thinking, stop us from waking up. You know, they want to distract us and talk about R. Kelly for 6 weeks. And then after R. Kelly, they want to talk about somebody else
It's
for
gonna be
another
another
2
person.
weeks. Huh?
It's gonna be another person. Yep.
Yeah. So
I
yeah,
know.
so I think as people that say that they care, like we say that we care, right? And we say that we're grown and we adults. Then let's be adults, man. Let's stop being so emotional about everything that somebody say about us. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. You know what I'm saying? The Trump lawyers, another distraction. They know what to do to get us off our square. Oh, Gucci, we're gonna put blackface out. You know what I'm saying? And I think Prada just did something. To me, right at this point, they're all telling you. See, it goes back to economics, right? It goes back to economics, right? Do for yourself. If a next entertainer talk about some Gucci, Louis, and Fendi, yeah, we boycott their asses. Like, yo, we're not fucking with you no more. If you're not on code, if you're not repping all those black designers down there in fucking Atlanta, y'all some fuck niggas, bro. Like, I'm not fucking with y'all no more. And if y'all fucking with Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton, any of them, I'm not fucking with you no more either. I love you. I love you. Bernie Sanders is for his people. And his people have always been here usurping. If y'all not really ready for that information, man, y'all ain't ready for truth. Y'all ain't ready for justice. You ain't ready for freedom. You just want to be a fucking slave. Hold on a second, bro.
Okay. Yeah. Who we got up here? We got Joe 47. How you doing, bro? How you doing? So yeah, got a lot of stuff to do. Hold on one second.
Shout out to Sword of Truth. Peace to the guy, man.
This is next. You got next in? Or is it something more? Oh, it's something more? Oh, well then you should need to unlock it. If you got some over, you shouldn't need to unlock it. It should just work. So you sure it's something more up on it? You pay your bill here? Yeah. What's your phone number? 613-323-7260. Oh yeah, yeah. You don't need, you don't need a lot of the simple one. Basically, just see, I thought you had that too. Okay, keep that app in there. It helps you, it helps direct the internet visible. What we gotta do is cut it on. Remember when I came in for 5 and it was like this one, so you can call out for call you to get, and then you get you told me that there's a service for the receiving. So this one you should get paid. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You should be all set. Yep, yep, yep. What up? We got executive sessions in the building. Joe 47. What's up, y'all? Yeah, I'm on location, so I just figure I just hop on real quick, talk a little bit about a little economics, business, corporate competition, especially corporate competition, because I think that's what a lot of people are afraid of. A lot of people, they look at these giants and they give up. I give up. I'm gonna go get me a chicken shack. I'm gonna go get me a hair salon. I'm gonna go get me something very small, and I will not approach these giants. And so it's in your psyche to fall flat in front of a giant. Put your hands up in front of some giants. But I don't. I'm not built like that because I deal with corporations every day. I have things in place. I have boxes like this. I have all types of things, mechanisms. I have all types of devices that if a giant would not be able to, a giant would not be able to compete. These giant companies would not be able to compete. I just took a T-Mobile phone and I just shredded right through it, and now, boom, can't compete. You can't do that in T-Mobile. Go to T-Mobile, bring an AT&T phone in there. Say, hey, or go bring your Cricket phone, bring an AT&T phone, a Boost Mobile phone, a Metro PC phone. Bring it up in T-Mobile and see what they do. They're gonna see your ass right out the door. Oh, this Metro, they're gonna give it right back to you because they are not allowed to touch Metro phones. They're not allowed to touch Sprint phones like that. You see what I'm saying? Bring your Boost phone here. Bring your phone here. I'm gonna see what I can do. I got boxes, I got all types of stuff, I got software, I got all types of shit, and I'm gonna shred right through it. Now, just as me personally, but you have to be able to do that in your own industry. So whatever industry you in, you have to be in it. And you got to be in it. You got to take it to these corporations. Like, you see what I'm saying? But there is some industries that little guys can't compete. So that is true. You know what I'm saying? Some industries, like, especially when you get like, if you're in the music business, like, that's gonna be pretty hard to compete with the giants, unless you change the frequency. You see, you change the frequency. So you know how they pumping out AM, they pumping out FM, they pumping out, uh, what's that new frequency they got? They pumping out uh, is it like series or something like that? Now, if you change those frequencies and you got music on your frequency, you might be able to get them to go for their money. You see what I'm saying? You might be able to get them to go for your money. But the only thing is that the average radio needs to be able to pick up your frequency. The average radio ain't gonna be able to pick it up. You see what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But if you can some kind of way, if you're in the music business, so all you guys in the music industry, instead of trying to make some really dope music, what you guys should do is try to come together and make your own frequency. So you can put your music on that frequency and all you guys own that frequency. These corporations with the corporations, it will give them a go for their money. You see what I'm saying? It will give them a go for their money. But like I said, there's a problem. If you create a new frequency, how are your phones going to pick it up? How are your radio going to pick it up? That's the only thing. So now that means you need to come out with a new radio. It's a whole new radio or an adapter. Buy this adapter right here. Data Dogs Communication. Plug this up. Boom. And you can hear all the music, all the stations, everything you want to hear. Boom. All day long. Non-stop. You see what I'm saying? And so you'll get them corporations to go for their money. But see, most people ain't thinking on that frequency. They're thinking like, how can I get a corporation to find me? How can I get discovered by a corporation? You see what I'm saying? Don't be afraid of corporate competition. That right there has the whole community like zombies. Like zombies. Don't nobody want to take it to the giants. You see? Now, I've been in the community for at least 3 years. And most complaints I hear about, foreigner shacks, hair salons. See, they ain't going out to the giants. They're going out to these little corner stores and shit. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I'm in a little store. So I'm like, this little job will be like a peasant job. You know what I'm saying? If I'm here when I'm 55, I failed, bro. You see what I'm saying? I'm 38 and I'm here. So I failed. You see what I'm saying? This ain't no prize winning ass job, nigga. Top data ain't no prize winning ass position, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's get real. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I kind of want to talk about, because people, your head ain't there. But see, we gonna hook your conscience up. We gonna heighten your conscience level. Messing around over here, tribeup, 5,000 lead. You know what I'm saying? We gonna heighten your conscience up. You know what I'm saying? But
facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we on. We take your conscience. You go to work tomorrow. You be like, man, that nigga Ty Data said, man, I quit, bro. I'm finna get my own shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you fuck around, quit that job, Ron Redbird, fucking with Ty Data, and have your own tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So that corporate competition, man, it can put you in a weird position, because, we looking at our situation and it's like you almost feel defeated. You feel like you lost. But you're not. The only reason you feel like that is because you're not thinking who's else with you. You see what I'm saying? When I look into the chat room, I see 1, 2, 3, 4. I see about 7, 8 people watching. You see what I'm saying? Zoe Taylor in the building. You see what I'm saying? When I'm looking at the chat room, that's 8 people right there. We can take out the neighborhood liquor store just like that. You know what I'm saying? Even though that's a small job, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't try to focus on it unless we have to. If we can get more people, I say fuck it. Let's take the Walmart out. It's gonna take about 5,000 of us to take that Walmart out. You know what I'm saying? But we can still do it. And let's say we don't get 5,000. You know what I'm saying? Let's say we just get 1,000. Okay, so we can't take Walmart out. So what's next? Okay, that dollar store, it's a wrap. It's a wrap on that dollar store there. Okay. All them little shops. Okay, we try for the Walmart, all them, then we just gonna have to go after that. But then we don't have to go after the dollar store there. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna every dollar store in the neighborhood, boom. We're taking it out. We got 1,000 people on deck, ready to go. We shred through the whole goddamn community. Shred through that whole damn community. Let's say we only got 50. Shit, we only got 50 people. Okay? We might not be able to get we can get the dollar. Some of those dollar stores we can shred through. But some of those dollar stores is gonna be out our league. What up? We got All Time Flat in the building. What up? We talking economics, we talking business, we talking corporate competition. I'm on location, so I might have to step away or something. And we do got Chief Holiday in the building somewhere, man. He's somewhere in Vegas doing some Vegas shit.
Yeah, I'm out here. I'm out here in these streets.
Right.
I'm on the blade right now. Tropicana. Everybody know anything about Tropicana out here. Yeah. But yeah, man. Shout out to Ty Data, man.
Executive sessions at, man. We're gonna send you the link. We're gonna see if
yeah, man. Peace to the God, man. Definitely keeps the brother sharp, man. So check it out, right? So we talk about raising the consciousness level, right? When we talk about raising the consciousness level, right? That's what it's about, man. Like listen, yo. If imagine a world where when you turn on the television, you don't see blackface, right? And I say that not even you see that just in general, right? Just the news, how the news describe Dylan Roof, how the news describe, victims, right? You know what I'm saying? So there's a difference between how socially things are being put out there, and that is the only difference. That's the reason why we're losing socially, economically, politically. Period.com. I don't want to hear nothing else. And so all you smart ass dummies be talking all day on Rachel Maddow show and all this other dumb shit. Y'all need to shut the fuck up. Straight the fuck up. Everybody know what the fuck is going on. It's about money. It's about resources, not about nothing else. So if you're not gonna give it to me, I'm taking it. That's where I'm at. So yeah, I don't like having weak conversations. Oh, we're gonna lose again. Like Appalachian State every year. Like, we're gonna lose every time. We're gonna keep losing. Come on, bro. Like, we don't play that game over here. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I don't see nothing else. Like, can somebody explain something else to me? Can somebody show me something else that economically what you see? I see the same thing, and then I'm even seeing millionaires, right? Brothers, sisters, but they still move like they walking on eggshells. If I was Oprah, Oprah should almost be a deity at this point right now, right? Yeah, like, you got too much money. Like, I'll buy your land at your house on. Like, I'll buy the job where you at type shit. Like, nobody would be safe fucking with me. Like, and so she still puts herself in a position of weakness, and I just don't get it. Like, I can't take that, y'all. I don't like it. It don't feel good at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, we act like we afraid of the FBI. Why? You ain't breaking no goddamn laws. That shit is not. This ain't This ain't J. Edgar Hoover him, man. That's some bullshit, bro. Like, this is shit I be talking about, fam. So we're gonna get economically empowered or we not. And if anybody's trying to stop us, we have the God-given right to whoop their ass, man. So that's where I'm at with it, y'all. And you are the only people that's stopping us. It's us. Period. That's the fucking problem for me. So I don't like y'all no more, man. I'm cool. I'm cool, bro. Hey, it's get rich, bro. Like ain't no other thing else, man. Like get rich. Money is power. Power is wealth. Like I don't know what else to say. Like y'all can say whatever you want to say. Well, okay, that don't make sense to me. Being a poor righteous teacher don't make sense to me.
You said poor righteous
ORG around this motherfucker.
You said poor
yeah, that don't make nothing. No. Yeah, no, I'm cool on being poor and righteous teacher. No, I'm original righteous gangsters around this motherfucker. But we're not gonna be no poor righteous teachers. That don't make sense.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with it, Ty. They can talk crazy all they want to, bro. But guess what? Can't nobody outwork Ty Data. I bet you that. I bet you that. I bet you that. I bet you Ty Data get the smooth face award around this motherfucker too, boy. Man, you like you about 12 years old, boy.
I'm trying to stay happy,
Hey,
man.
peace in the tribe, man. We here, man. We in the building. You're not. That's what it is, man.
Taylor's in the building, animated too, boy.
Who is?
Zoe Taylor.
Zoe in the building. The only Zoe I know.
In the building.
That's what's up. Y'all, man, listen, man. Y'all can see this. Hold on. Let me show y'all this shit.
Holiday. Stay in trouble, boy.
Yeah, no, they really in trouble.
Who wouldn't know Reggie Maddow, bro? Like,
who did what? Who did what?
The nigga said Reggie Maddow.
Well, you keep laughing. I can't understand what you're saying.
Who wouldn't know Reggie Maddow? You talking about we got Chief Alchemy in the building. That's dope, bro.
Shout out to Chief Alchemy.
I can't mind you up right now, but that's
May in the building. Peace to the God, man. Yeah, man. One of the original Copperhead hunters.
Hey, Chief. Bro, guess what Chief Alchemy do? T.
He do what?
T.
What?
T.
Tea.
Yeah.
Like tea? Like you drink tea?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I was telling him about that plug that from Lao.
Mm-hmm.
It just so happened, dude came to me with that.
With some tea?
Yeah, remember you
Yeah.
Noi.
Right. So it's some Cambodian tea?
I believe it's Thai or Lao.
Thai.
Laotian. Yeah. When you on the phone with me?
Yep. But I know it was tea.
He was here. I was on the phone with you.
Yeah, but I know it was tea though. I never could figure out what it was.
What we was talking about, bro? We thought we was talking about Push It.
That dope. You trying to get that loud?
No, bro. We talking about tea, bro.
Trying to get that China white. That's like no, I was saying. Y'all in trouble, man. Hey, bro. I'm just trying to tell them, man. Y'all in trouble. If y'all hate me, man, y'all hate Ty Data. It's gonna be a problem. Cause y'all gonna be sitting around being upset all the time. You're just gonna be mad. hey, I know people hate me like in real life, right? When their kids come in and be happy holidays, they be like, every day is a holiday, nigga.
Don't say that.
How about that?
Hell no.
Hey, like, every time you tell hey, listen. Hey, so guess what, y'all? So we about to do something crazy tonight, right? So we were gonna do it right now, but we gotta say this for prime time. Okay. So here's the thing, right? We're gonna do the funeral of General Sarah Pseudo Seti, right? And there's gonna be other people in there in the casket too. We're just gonna kick them all in the hole. But yeah, so it's a special edition of Short But Shorty, the General Sarah Pseudo Seti funeral. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna look out for that. And speaking on his behalf will be Young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh will be speaking during the eulogy. General Sarah Pseudo Seti. Right. You know what, bro? Like, this is what I'm saying. Going back to the mindset, man. Y'all motherfuckers are not this dumb. I fuck it. No. The Umars, the Tariqs, all you, the Vet Cornells, the Setis, I put y'all in the same box, right? Y'all not this damn dumb. If we're laid out the play, y'all know that these motherfuckers are lying, but you pick and choose what you want from them or not. And I just think that's some fuck shit right there. For real.
What happened?
Like, straight the fuck up. If y'all don't see the play, bro, like, I can't believe. Huh?
I don't be watching what you be watching, but so you be talking, I'll be like, what you be talking about? But I know you know what you talking about, and they probably know what you're talking about, but I don't know because I don't watch it.
Well, Seti, for instance, right?
Well, I know about Seti. I watch Seti.
Yeah, no. Well, listen.
I don't really.
He'll say some stuff like, "Yo, yeah, man, the eugenics society, this and that, and the third, right?" And all these conspiracies. What they fail to realize, or what they fail to say, is that the out of Africa hypothesis is a part of the same conspiracy, the same people. Bro, I think that's weak, man. When they say shit like that, and that right there pisses me off. Like, you saying something out your mouth, but you do. Oh my God, it's like, not you too. Like, really? Like, is everybody else but you? Come on, bro. You can't say that the Eugenics Society and you start knowing about Francis Galton and all these other people.
You could have walked over there from here.
But you don't.
We got Aboriginal power in the building.
AP, what it do?
We just out here, man. We just out here talking business economics.
Yeah, man. Be on the lookout for that Master Teachers Monday, man. We're gonna be dropping that Egypto America Monday. So shout out to Jaguar, shout out to Pure Mayo, shout out to Tantra this one, shout out to Aboriginal Power, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Gang. We
the building.
Man, listen, bro.
So Chief Alchemy, you and T, so your industry, Jesse, I don't know nothing about the industry. So I do know there's lifting, and I'm pretty sure lifting probably is nasty as hell. They got lifting iced tea. Alton Warren in the building. Peace, checking in.
You got Shayla Wu.
We woke ghosts up. We woke the ghosts up in the building with Nagi in the building.
The sister, Shayla Wu, is she does organo gold. My mama does organo gold too.
For real?
Huh? Yeah,
for real?
Organo gold got some good tea and coffee, bro.
I know they came up here. They tried to get me in that shit. I know
you breaking up. What you say?
The Asian community hard up here.
What?
Yeah, they hit the little Asian community hard up here. And then they left.
Libra son.
What's good? It was like 4 of them got rich, and then the rest of them was like, what's hell? Oh, we got the son, the wise man once said in the building.
What's good? What's good with you?
Big Hawk in the building.
Chilling.
On Tribe Up, y'all. Y'all go check out Tribe Up / Big Hawk in the building. Unapologetically Aboriginal. Excuse me, I stepped on your toe. I'm not saying excuse me. I'm Aboriginal. Just deal with it.
Shout out to Big Hawk in the building. Libra son, peace of the God. What's up?
What's good with you, Chief? Man, everything's everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Just out here.
Yeah, man.
That's what's up. Ty Data, what's good with you?
Pushing up daisies.
How's that thing going on there?
You know, everything's everything.
You made your decisions?
I'm still working on it, man.
Okay, let me know when you get it took care of so we can make those moves.
Yeah, man. You know what's up.
Mm-hmm.
I just finished the bike today though, but I'm gonna send you a video of the joint. You'll see what it do.
Oh,
You know what I'm
okay.
talking about?
Yeah, that's gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah.
that's what's up. That's what's up. So did you get all the info you needed?
Um, Pretty much, man. I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just had to pick my shots, man.
Right.
See where it was going to start from. But yeah, man, it's going down though. You can believe that.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, that's what's up.
The future is now.
It's now, bro. Like, quit playing. Quit playing. Wait till they figure out.
You know
Wait
what
till
I'm
they
talking
figure out
about?
what Libra. Wait till y'all figure out what Libra son doing. Oh, they gonna murk you first. They gonna murk you first. You beat them to it.
Oh man.
They gonna be mad as hell. Not this chat room though, but you know.
No, it's all good, man. You know, somebody got to do it, man. So we gotta be like that. You know what I mean? Like you just gotta do what you do.
Yeah, they gonna be
Stop
hating.
playing and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everybody got this damn slave mentality, man. The shit is sickening. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's up, man. It's like niggas can't even move because they, you know what I'm saying?
Defeated
Like,
already.
yeah, man, shit is crazy.
Defeat. We
Defeated. Damn.
right. We deleted. Straight
You
up.
know what I'm saying? We all know slavery still going on, but you know what I'm saying? We gonna overcome for real, for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We trying to overcome for real, for real. Fuck all that playing and shit. So that's just what it is.
Yeah. General Hulk strike in the building. True, true, true. What's up? In the building. We out here. We will. Yeah, they said we will. Yeah. But I know you will be working the third shift, man. What brings you up middle of the day?
Man, you know, I'm just I was off today, so had to take care of some shit, but you know what I mean? And
Oh, okay.
so yeah, man.
Had your niece and them like the projectors?
Oh man, my grandbabies, man, they love them joints.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was a crime I was in.
Yeah, yeah, man. I knew that. You know, I knew they was gonna like them, but yeah, man. I appreciate that though, Ty, man. They love them joints though.
It's all good.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna have to get a couple of more from you, man. I'm gonna have to get one for me. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that'll be dope. You can watch your
Yeah,
YouTube on it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You can watch your
yeah.
YouTube on it. Those of you who YouTubers, I found out that people that watch us on TV, they watch us for a longer period of time. But the people that
Yeah,
watch us on phones and they watch us on video games, they be warping in and out. Like you only getting them for about 6 minutes tops. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You getting them for about 6 minutes on the phone. 6 minutes, boom, they owns another channel. They own. They might check back in. They gone. But when you get them on the TV, they will turn it on and they will just let it ride. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
man.
that's a whole nother you know, type of YouTube user out there. You know.
Yeah, because it's more comfortable that way. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
sit back, relax. You can turn on a tube, and you can do what you're doing. Clean up the house, cook dinner, do whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? And at the
Yeah.
same time, you tuned in,
Yeah. Yeah.
ride or die. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. You tribed up. You tribed up. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's what's up, though.
And we're trying to hit you with some nice visuals for your TV. You know what I'm saying? We got to work on our sound a little more so we can get some better sound and
Yeah,
cut down the cussing and stuff so we want to be in your house, man, too.
yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah. But it's all good, though.
Yeah, man. That's what's up. That's what's up.
The letter people keep kicking me out. He said we
Man,
have about 3-4 hours. Oh, okay. So you one of the you one of the few. But most people on their phone, including me, when I'm watching the live stream, I give you about 10 minutes tops. And
he must he
uh,
must got one of them he must got one of them battery packs.
for me, yeah,
Nah, he got one of them battery packs because my phone be dying. I be having to keep the joint plugged up when I'm on the
yeah,
phone.
yeah. But I got an extra battery. My shit lasts a week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If I don't,
yeah.
yeah, but I'm constantly on it and shit though, so it ain't gonna last a week like that. But if I just let it sit, it would last about a week. But yeah. So yeah, you can get one of them like $4 or $5. I'm saying extended battery, but you're gonna need a case with it. Matter of fact, I got a case. So if you get the battery, I can
Oh
give you
yeah,
the case free.
yeah. I'm for sure, man.
Oh, you
You got
plugged
one
in
for
too?
my joint?
Huh?
You got one for my joint?
Yeah, we got the same one. We got the same phone.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I
So,
get with you. I get with you on
so,
that.
Oh,
so
Zoe plugged in too. So we got a couple people that be plugged in though. I know some people on their phone be plugged in. You know what I'm
What it
saying?
do,
so
Chief?
check it though, right? Oh shit, man. I'm always masterminding, man. When y'all don't see me, man, I'm grinding and thinking and plotting. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
So I'm always, scheming. You know what I'm saying, in a good way though. So, so check it out, right? So, if we I feel like when we're talking about stimulating the economics, right? Once again, it goes back to a mind state, right? It goes back to like, okay, when we play sports, right? And if you coach teams and little young men and young women, you understand what I'm saying, right? You have to have a killer instinct for sure, but you have to have a winner's mentality. Like, you know what I mean? So if anybody came from championship football, basketball team, baseball team, soccer, whatever you play, and you've been a part of dynasties, you understand that you have to create that in your life, right? You know what I'm saying? You have to. So when
That's a fact.
you have to create that environment, right? And that's what we're creating, that environment, right? Winners, like winning. You know what I mean? And on and off this line, right? We have to win. No other way to doing it. So when I hear ADOS, when I hear the slave talk, the reparation talk, and all this, I hear loser talk. That's not how winners, how champions would be talking and speaking, right? See what I'm saying?
I'm
And
glad.
this is supposed to be the
I'm glad you
smartest.
put that up, though, Chief. I'm glad
Talk
you
to it.
brought
What's
that up.
up? Go ahead then.
Because the thing is this, right? It's like, how in the hell are you gonna get reparations for being a descendant of a slave and you still a goddamn slave? I
I got
just
an
need to
idea.
know that.
I got an idea that might work.
I just need to know that though, because the fact is, I've never seen slaves get reparations while they still slaves, man. I don't understand. What could be the plan for that? You know what I'm talking about, Chief?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to check that out. Yeah, I was reading something. I was reading something from Hawk Strike. Let me see. Oh, okay. We might have to check that out. We ain't doing that on 3 o'clock. But yeah, I got an idea. But see, when when they bring something like that out, I, I think the best thing to do is have the conversation. Like instead of just picking out the flaws, because um like like when you just said, how does that work? Explain that to me. How does that work? What happened? Like, who get the money? Like they're gonna put it like they're gonna send a check in my name to say Tyron Beats Hall, you won fucking $1,000 or some shit because you was. I mean, like, how does that work? Because most reparations, is being be paid by either a country, a nation, or maybe a single bank. is usually not distributed amongst like, you know, fucking what is it supposed to be 40 million, 40 something million. So writing 40 something million people a check, that's gonna cost money. You see what I'm saying?
Well, you know what? They can easily do that, but the problem is this. The problem is that if you still walk around here like a goddamn slave, then what makes you think you're gonna get reparations? Or what makes you think you're a descendant of a slave and you still a slave? I mean, the shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? You got to get rid of that slave mentality before you can even think about some shit like that.
You still one, huh?
Right. You still a slave and you talking about some damn reparations. Are you crazy? And you keep wondering why you don't get shit because you still a slave, nigga.
Right. So, well, let's figure it out how it's going to work. So, I got an idea.
But here's the thing, though, right? So, well, but the thing is, though, right? Like, the mental slavery is way worse than any physical slavery, right? I know there's a song. I might have to play it. In one of the verses, Pelly says, Pelly G, he says that the walls in his house was the same in the ones in the prison. You know what I'm saying? It's all mind state, man.
That's
we have to break out this Willie Lynchism. Like, we know Willie Lynch exists. Facts, right? We know that's a fake. It was a mental scheme. They're scheming on your mind, man. So if you continue to let them do it, bro, like that's how they're beating you. Literally, like everything else is nothing. Like once you can free your mind, it's over.
It's over. Hawk Striker, High Striker said there's a dude named Nightwolf talking bad about us on his radio or something like that. So he wanna ride down on him.
What's his name?
We don't see Chief Holiday over there. We don't see Chief Holiday over there.
Nah, what's his name?
Nightwolf.
Nightwolf.
Hold on, let me see. Yeah, Nightwolf.
I know what you talking. You know he's talking about. Chief.
Nightwolf.
Right. Yeah, the radio show. Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah.
No, I don't know who that is.
You know who Nightwolf is, man. The one that interviewed Farrakhan, Nightwolf.
Oh, Chief Jay Winters.
Yeah.
That's my guy. He don't like us.
Man, everybody don't like us, man.
Well, here's the thing, right? You know, I got to hear from him, you know what I'm saying? And I love to sit down with Chief Jay Winters, a.k.a. Nightwolf, and yeah, we have a great conversation. It's at the end of the day, he knows that if he's got pale man in him, then he comes from the Aborigine. So he knows this. So what's the argument? If nobody don't like what we're doing, yeah, I feel bad for you.
Yeah,
so, I don't care about that.
Oh, okay. So this is the idea. Okay.
Well, anybody can get it though. Y'all know this.
Before.
Y'all know this about us, like that.
I have thought about this before. That if they wanted to pay us, how could they do it? I've thought about this before. And the thing about it is that, you know, when people come up with these ideas, they don't come up with no step-by-step instructions that go with them. They're just an idea. And most stuff do start at this stage, and I do understand that. But where are the instructions at? Like what we do, we go to the library, sign a piece of paper or some shit. Like how does that work? You know what I'm saying? How did you carry that out? They gonna do all the work and just give us money. Do we got to go down on the bus? They gonna put us on a train?
No, they gonna write you a check and then they gonna write you a check and then borrow you from the bank to cash it. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, where's the petition though? I see petitions online for all this other type of shit. Y'all say reparations are so important to y'all. Where's y'all petition for reparations? Why aren't y'all helping Dr. Claude Anderson? We've been asking y'all for help because he's actually suing for some type of reparations. You motherfuckers don't understand why Bernie Sanders don't fuck with reparations, because slavery is fake. I'm going to say this again so your mind can absorb it, okay? I don't care. You can be mad. You can go cry to you and Kuntas and all y'all slave-ass ancestors, but at the end of the day, I'm going to say it again. Slavery is fake. So, what now? What you going to do?
So
you either going to do the research on it. I still see people talking about 400 years. Malcolm X was talking about 400 years. I was like, yo, bro, it's still 400 years? Y'all stuck on 400 years? Really?
It's
Really?
400 years, 200 years ago.
Bro, when a white person tell me something about slavery, bro, I do this. God damn it, yeah, I can't wait. I'm gonna film it. Next time I'm around some white people, I'm just gonna be talking about it and I'm just gonna film it, like, just tape it or some shit, right? And we're gonna talk about when they bring up slavery, bro. They were the goddamn slaves. So we don't talk about that though.
Yeah. But if
Right.
they
Y'all just want
want
to keep
to,
saying we the
it's how
slaves.
you can
Come
carry it
on, bro.
out.
Slavery is an economic condition. That's it. That's it. That's all. And then when we start talking about, okay, I'm asking y'all this question, right? What did they do with the prisoners of wars? Did they separate them from the slaves? Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, you're the prisoners of war, so we're gonna put you on this side of the boat. We're gonna put the ones that we kidnapped on this side of the boat. God damn! Hey, y'all, is this real? We're gonna count y'all at fuck it, y'all all slaves. Come on, bro. No, I'm not about to play with
Unapologetically,
y'all niggas no
Aborigines said
more, man.
they're gonna tell those idiots to prove that they are descendants of slaves. So that's gonna
Yeah,
be
no,
pretty hard to do.
that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. If they keep saying we slaves, then goddamn it, we need to be working on our white slavery movie today. Fuck y'all. Y'all make another motherfucker 12 years a slave. Goddamn it, we gonna break the budget making a white ass slave. I'm gonna beat the brakes off one of you bitches. Fuck is y'all talk about, man? Like we don't do that, bro. We don't do that.
That's the
His
real,
name gonna be
man.
Bernie too, nigga. We gonna beat the brakes off Bernie, nigga.
So
Fuck what y'all talking about.
no,
And
no,
Bernie Sanders,
let's be real though,
hey
bro.
Bernie Sanders.
How would he
Bernie
vote?
Sanders, you got the nerve. Bernie Sanders got the nerve to have like a fucking nigga. Go home and have that same type of fucking attitude. Don't talk about our land, our shit, our people. What the fuck we need to be doing with our money on our land? When y'all going home, Bernie? Fuckers, I don't care about none of that Martin Luther King ass shit. You was the spy. So I let's be clear. I don't like none of you niggas. I don't like none of y'all. None of you. If y'all riding with Bernie Sanders and y'all riding with Hillary, y'all riding with all the motherfuckers, y'all riding with the NAACP, y'all riding with the nice societies, y'all riding with all the enemies of our people historically. We're not fucking with no institutions. How about that?
So
That's a real renegade. So
Chief,
all you niggas be talking all this, if y'all attached to any of them institutions, we're not fucking with you. How about that?
hey Chief, I got a question for you. Would
Hey,
you support a tax like a what they call it a non-mandatory tax just for us? Would you support that?
You gotta go a little bit clear in the detail.
Hell yeah. Yes, put tax everybody, especially immigrants. They need to be, y'all listen, man.
Double tax.
So it will be optional.
Oh, yeah.
That's the word I'm looking for.
No option, nigga. It come out of their paycheck, everything, nigga. Nope. It come out of their paycheck, nigga, automatically. Nigga. Every time they go to the store, it's gonna be a A, right? You know how like on the packaging, you got the circle, it got the K on there, right? It's gonna be a circle with a pyramid, a step pyramid with an A on it, right? All packaging. I need mine. You on our land, you're serving, you're doing anything on our land. When are y'all gonna pay us? How about that? When y'all gonna pay us?
Would you support that?
Fuck y'all mean?
Because I know Libra, you work on
There's gonna be no more crime in the hood because the hood will be good because y'all paid us. Pay us all. Can we get our check, please?
Every day.
Shout out to Michael King Jr.
But what about you, Libra? Would you support that?
What, everybody else paying the tax?
Optional tax. Optional tax.
Invaders.
It's optional though.
I mean, you talking about everybody besides Aborigines, right?
Including Aborigines it's optional. So we can if we want to.
I mean, ain't no need of us, paying ourselves and shit. I mean,
it's an option though. It's an option.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is ain't no need of us paying ourselves. I mean,
why not?
Might as well.
I mean, it can be done, but I'd rather them invaders pay their motherfucking taxes to us. That's what I'd rather have.
But see, who gonna make them? That's what I'm saying. So if it's not optional, then I mean, who gonna you talking? You know what I'm saying? You're talking somebody trying to make them do it. So the only
Bro, we're gonna have them go arrest each other, bro. What you mean?
Huh?
What you talking about?
I'm saying optional tax. Optional, like
ain't no options. Nothing.
Like
How
say
about
for
that?
example,
Ain't no
check
option.
it out,
Y'all,
think
you
about
had the
this.
option to come here.
Check it
You
out.
had the option to come here. How about that?
But check out it will put a code on everybody, because you know how people talk about these little corner stores and stuff like that. Now, what if one of those little corner stores is paying those taxes, those optional taxes that go back to us? Would they be accepted? Would they be accepted in the neighborhood, or would that? You see what I'm saying? What if Nike was paying those taxes? Would
But
it be
why
okay? Would it be okay to buy it? What if
why
Chevy
would
was
they?
paying it? You see what I'm saying?
But why would they though?
Because it's going to guarantee our money. It's
It'll
going
be
to
too, yeah, it'll be just you giving back into your own shit.
right,
Absolutely.
right,
Absolutely.
right.
Fuck Nike. How about that?
The only problem is that if people thought that they don't know that federal taxes is voluntary, but they believe it's mandatory, right? And if they didn't believe it was mandatory, they wouldn't want to pay that shit, right? Well, probably wouldn't.
What you mean mandatory?
Right. If they thought that the federal income taxes weren't mandatory, they wouldn't be paying it, would they?
What you mean mandatory? Like they just take it out. Like they
Right. Because that means mandatory.
No, I said this is optional though.
Right. I'm saying they don't even want to pay the shit that is mandatory, is what I'm trying to tell you. And they wouldn't even pay it if it wasn't.
If they don't pay it, then we don't support them. That's it. We don't buy that shit.
How about we don't buy that shit anyway?
Ain't nobody
we don't need no damn taxes.
Ain't nobody gonna do it. Like they couldn't even get off Gucci for a week. It's like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
well, ain't nobody gonna pay no goddamn extra tax, man. That's a really ain't gonna buy. Man, you really talking about some shit there.
But it's an option.
Well, Libra, how about this right here then? The system that's already in place, then I just say let's take that over. I want to run that. So
yeah.
How do we get that power?
You see what I'm saying?
Decide to put Harriet Tubman or not on the money. Who gets that power to do that? I want that power. How do we go kick their ass and take that power? So what do we need to do? Do we need to vote somebody to appoint somebody to that position? What do we need to do? But whatever we need to do, we need to get that power right there. Because I don't want nothing from them. I want power. We want everything. And we want to be able to decide who comes and goes and gets what on our fucking soil. That's what I want to do. I don't want to pay. I don't want no extra tax. None of that. No, I want it all.
You want power. Power only, listen, man. Power only requires one thing.
What's that?
If you want power, the only way to achieve it is numbers.
I'm just gonna say that, Libra. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
Well, they got the numbers. They got the numbers in Haiti and Jamaica, but they don't have the power there. You know what I'm saying?
That's because they don't. That's because they don't know. They don't know what to do with the numbers.
Well, they need to listen to us then. How do they get power?
Because they don't know what to do with the numbers, man.
They ain't got no numbers, bro. They
numbers. What you mean? They'll vote a president in and then allow the media and allow the United States government to get rid of they dude and appoint somebody, put somebody in place. You know what I'm saying? With the help of the media, and you know what I'm saying? Which the people is a part of the media. So no, everybody's to blame. When are you gonna start doing something about it? Like, stop falling for the fuckery.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's Haiti, that's Dominican Republic. Whatever's happened on that whole island, those are all one people, one island. Let's get back to that. Right. Kick Spain out your mind. Kick France out your fucking mind, man.
Yeah. Now that's numbers.
That's up right there. Spanish and France. What are y'all talking about?
But it's the colonized mindset, man. You can't.
Dominican Republic is sitting about on the level.
Right, but that's a colonized mindset.
That's what I'm saying. It's the colonized mindset, man. That's what it is. They don't know what to do with numbers. They can have 20 million people right there and not know what the fuck to do. That's the problem. How you gonna have 20 million people right there and not know what the fuck to do? That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah. And that's the code, man.
You gotta know what to do with those numbers.
Real. We're going back to the code, bro. Libra's speaking on the code.
Gotta have those numbers, man. You gotta know how to work those numbers. You gotta know what to do with those numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What they should be doing is going to the motherfucking government and saying, look, we 20 million deep.
Yeah,
What the fuck are y'all even talking about?
But she just paid her phone bill. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying? Go to the motherfucking courthouse with a motherfucking bulldozer and bulldoze that motherfucker down and say, now what?
No, man.
You know what I'm saying?
My paperwork was a problem. I just have the money, so. Because high rate for me. When did you gym?
I don't know, man. I don't be paying attention, man. Call and ask her, man.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's Tony. That's one of my little booty homies.
And this is what people had to understand, man. That and Zoe said on status, right? And I get that, but law and status operates off of the same thing that money operates off. Acceptance. That's what it operates off. Acceptance. Acceptance for value. That's what all this shit run off of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Durant in the building. What's up? What's up, fam? How you doing?
Durant was good.
The surefire and
but that's what it's about, man.
In the summertime.
Listen, man, it's about acceptance, man. As long as you accept the shit, as long as everybody accepts the shit, it's gonna be what it is.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing gonna change. Nothing gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about acceptance. Motherfuckers need to understand rejection. That's what they need to understand. Stop accepting everything and start rejecting every goddamn thing. That's what needs to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But if they, you know, but if they did give, you know, if you could get some form of, you know, optional tax, you know, it won't hurt. You know, it won't, you know.
I can't see anybody participating in that shit.
Well, I would. You see what I'm saying?
I'm not talking about the ones that the tax belong to. I'm talking about anybody else.
Well, that's all that really matters, because it's collecting our money. So even if it's just us paying,
who's gonna do the collecting then? What are you talking about? Who's gonna do the collecting?
That will be the organization. That will be a created organization that had to collect it.
Well, how are you gonna? I mean, where are they gonna pay it at? What?
They're gonna pay. They're gonna get paid through the IRS, through the government.
So now you want the government to be in the middle of doing the accounting for this extra tax.
Well, they the one who's giving the money, so they're gonna have to.
They're not giving shit. The government ain't giving shit. What are you talking about? You saying extra taxes, right?
No, I'm saying they're gonna be the ones taking the money.
No, why? That's where the problem gonna come in.
But see, they making money. Making money doing it.
Yeah, but now you got them in your pocket. So what would be the point?
The point was to have a whole collection all around the world, all around the country, and have one place they put it at.
And you want the enemy that hold the money?
No. They're the enemy, bro. What do you mean? They're okay. Your enemy is paying you then. So your enemy will be paying you. So if you want your enemy to pay you, how
you think those crooks, those criminals don't want to cut?
Well, they can get their cut, but as long as we get ours.
I don't see anybody participating. I'm just saying that's just me.
You see what I'm saying? But you understand what I'm saying? They can get their cut.
Listen, it's a great idea, but I don't see anybody participating. To be honest with you,
you see what I'm saying? You wouldn't pay for it?
Hell to the no, I ain't gonna participate in it.
So you mean to tell me
I'm trying to get them other motherfuckers out my pocket first.
But see, But how? But how? How are you trying to do that? How are you trying to get them out?
By rejecting their ass. That's what. That's how.
I know how. Like, what is the process you're talking about?
I can't say it right now, but trust me.
Well, because I wouldn't mind doing it. You know what I'm saying? If it help out the collective, I wouldn't mind taking a nickel, out of my paycheck.
If you putting money into a pot, that's one thing. That's cool. I don't have a problem with supporting that. You know
But
what I'm
that's
saying?
pretty much what that is. It's just taking.
Yeah, but not going through no goddamn government. Hell no. I'm not putting money to criminals to go back to us. Like,
well,
that's tough.
Well, they giving you the money right now, so they're already giving it to you already. They're
Ooh,
already
who's giving you money?
already.
Man, don't nobody give me shit. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I'm saying they're taking money out right now, right?
Right. They don't give me shit though.
So, but they're taking from you.
Right. They're taking, not giving.
So they already taken from you, and all the same. So if you don't want them in your business, they're already in it. They already got the system in place, so they already doing it. All the tax would just they'll be doing it, and they'll be putting the money in our bank at the end of the day, not theirs. So that they already got everything set up. They already taking your money.
Well, you're going to have several problems with that. Number one is going to be, who are they going to be sending the money to? That's going to be
they're going to be sending the money to.
Right. That's going to be the first problem.
That's the created organization. That has to be created.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying? It has to be a created organization, a created entity. Like as of right now, there's no way they can't give it to the NAACP because they'll be just giving it to themselves. So it has to be an independent.
Well, the NAACP couldn't even pull some shit off like that.
They can pull what off?
They couldn't even pull that off. What you talking about doing?
No, I'm saying they can't give it to them because they'll be giving it to themselves. So anytime they give us the money, they just give it to themselves. You see what I'm saying? So if I want to give black people $40,000, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the government and give it to them.
All I'm gonna try to tell you is that it just doesn't work that way. But I mean, it's a good idea, but it just don't work that way. I can't see that working. I can't see that working.
Well, it's already working, bro. That's what I'm saying. They're already doing it, bro. That's what I'm saying. They're already doing it.
No, not with that. No, they're not doing that. They're taking money, yes, but
that's all they would be doing is taking money.
I don't know how that. Like I said, I can't see how that can work because first of all, because you have, don't forget you got city government, you got state government, then you got federal government. I can't see that shit working. I can't see it working. To be honest with you, I can't see it.
Oh, okay. It's probably well. I can't really
because it's a lot of it's a lot of red tape, man.
But see, but you're not understanding that they're doing it right now, so it's already working, Libra.
They're doing it right now.
Yes, they're already doing it.
And who is the organization that they're giving it to now?
I believe it would be the IRS. I don't know who get the money out of your check. I don't know who gets the money out your check.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man.
Who gets the money out your check? Who gets the money out your check?
The state gets the money and the federal government gets the money.
Okay. Now look at this. If I had an
ain't no goddamn organization.
No. Listen. So you said the state and the federal, right? Which part? Which part of the state? Does it matter? Which part of the state? Just the state, right? And the federal government. Now, if I had an office at their department, both of their departments, every time they ring in, I get a cut. Like what is so weird about that, bro?
I don't understand how you think some criminal's gonna let you do that. That's just like coming on somebody's block talking about I want a cut of everything that y'all make. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy talk.
Well, for one, they're already doing it. You see what I'm saying?
They're doing it because they're the biggest gang.
Right.
They're doing it. That's gang related. They're doing that because they're the biggest gang.
Okay. Now
that's why they're doing it.
Okay, and how do they gang survive though? Their gang has to survive, need us to survive though. So
that is a fact. It does need us to survive.
Right. So we have but we're not using our numbers correctly. If we use our numbers correctly, we can have a little office at that
would be that, and that's one thing that would not be on the top of my list for using the numbers.
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying because people talking about this ADS shit, but that shit is like there's no way to how it works. You see what I'm saying? There's no steps or no information on how it works. So it's just like some emotional political bullshit. But what I'm saying, it's not promotional political. It's more like an actual, vision to do. You know what I'm saying? Actual 1 step, 2 step, 3 steps on how to do it. So it's more like some actual instructions. You know what I'm saying?
That's well and fine if you weren't
work. And I'm not saying it's the holy grail and we should push for it. But
if you weren't dealing with criminals, then that would be something different. But you got to understand who you're dealing with.
But they got to understand who they're dealing with too.
But that ain't gonna. I mean, that wouldn't be no different than the mafia. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how they operated. You see what I'm saying?
That's how they operate. Yep.
Yeah, but they wasn't gonna get no office in no goddamn government building.
Who did?
The mafia. You know what I'm saying?
You said they did or they didn't?
I said they didn't.
Oh, see, I don't know, but if they wanted one, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that if they wanted one, they might be able to. But it sounds more realistic than somebody talking about, oh, we getting reparations and shit. Like how you gonna do that? You know what I'm saying? Like you ask anybody how that work, and they just like, I don't know.
Because they're seeing reparations as something different than what it should be. Like I say, their idea of reparations is what exactly?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Is it? Because if it's based on money, then they're not understanding what their reparations should be.
Right.
The reason that they don't understand it is because most of them don't even know who the hell they are.
Well, see, you can't get money in an environment where you don't make nothing. So you're gonna have to go out and buy everything. So that way, if they did give it to us, it's only an amount of time before they get it back. You know what I'm saying? We might be having some good cars or some fresh gears and shit, and we might even have a couple of corporations out the deal. But eventually, even with building corporations, they're still going to get the money back. You see what I'm saying? They're still going to get it back.
Whatever amount that they give you, they're going to try to make sure they give you the smallest amount for each and every person, and they're going to always have stipulations.
They'll give it back.
They're going to always have stipulations. You can only use it for this. You can only use it for that. You can only use it for this.
You can only
understand what I'm saying?
You as a voucher and shit. You can only use T-Mobile.
Right. You can only buy government cheese with your $1 million and shit. And buy $1 million worth of goddamn government cheese. You know what I'm saying? So it's just think about this. Not only that, money is fucking worthless. Right? They're giving you nothing. So even if they do get reparations, it's going to end up being nothing at the end of the day because it really don't have any value.
Well, I don't mind the reparations, but what I'm trying to say is how they're going to do it. Can nobody can answer that. You see what I'm saying? None of them people can answer that. So anytime you ask them, okay, how does that work? Like you think you just gonna get a check in the mail and shit? Do we really believe that?
But even if they did, what good would it do?
Well, it would. I don't know. It would do good for everybody. It'd be different. You know what I'm saying? It would be different for everybody. Some people would be like, I don't care.
That is the fact.
Especially some of these millennials and shit. They go out and buy some damn gummy worms. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be different for everybody. Somebody, it heals their soul or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me personally, I mean, I wouldn't give a shit. Like, I'm not gonna quit my job and shit because reparations coming and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like leave
They're
you
gonna
go.
retire. All right, they give them reparations. What if they say, okay, we'll give you the reparations when you move to Africa? How about that? Then what you think will happen?
Right. We giving y'all reparations and we want y'all to go.
And you know what? Them dumb motherfuckers will go.
I don't think nobody going, bro.
Man, if they gave them that check, they will go. They will go. Adios. They'll be gone.
We got
you know
a young
what I'm saying?
phenom, man. Let's get some young phenoms up in here, man. We got Aboriginal Power out there. We got let me see.
We got Ab TV in the house.
Yeah, we got Ab TV out there. Let me see.
Send some links, man. Send some links.
Where Nature at? We got Nature right
links,
there.
Man.
I got. Okay, yeah, I do got IP out there. Yeah, I got them. Y'all will be the ones getting them anyway. If we do get them, we'll be dead by then anyway.
I'm just saying, man. It's like it's just like giving them toilet paper for reparations and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit. That's all. That's all it's good for. See, if they had an Aboriginal mindset, they'd know that there's far more things more important than some damn money, and that would be land. Give us our fucking land back. How about that?
Oh, okay. The rest support the tax idea, bro. We balling. Yeah, that would be better. Land instead of money. So yeah, we sent the link out to some of the damn phenoms in the building.
They sent out all them checks and closed the banks and shit. Like I can't cash my check.
Motherfuckers will go nuts.
You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta go to the Bank of Africa. Motherfucker check say National Bank of Nigeria and shit.
But the killing part, all truth, all jokes aside though, is that, but when you hear these people, when you hear them talk about how vicious and how crazy white people is, and then they turn around and say, well, they gonna give us some money and shit. That shit blows my mind, bro. Cause at one minute they the most evilest thing you've ever seen, and then the next minute they nice as hell and they finna give you some money and shit. Like, which one is it, bro? Like, pick one. Like,
if you still a slave, you ain't going off the plantation, man.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But
you understand what I'm saying, Ty?
This is the thing, though. Let's get real. If it can help people, if we can somehow help people with that theory and shit, would you support it?
I mean, there's other ways of doing it. You don't have to do it that way.
No, I'm saying if we come up with a theory that, you're chief ether, man, you stay on your job, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You marry your wife and you do good in school and all this shit. You gonna get reparations and shit. Like, like, would you spread that shit if that shit worked, bro?
You got to get fully indoctrinated, though.
I'm gonna tell my little nephew, like, bro, look, man, leave that weed alone, bro. Keep your little job, you know what I'm saying? Go back to your little baby mom, marry her and shit, bro. These white people gonna give you, nigga. They gonna give you like 10 stacks, bro, in like 10 years, bro. They gonna give you. You think that shit'll work, bro? Libra, so would you push that shit if it worked?
What? What, that reparations bullshit?
Yeah, if it helps straighten out,
Not for being no goddamn descendant of no slave, hell no.
No, just period. No, you say no. You ain't support it.
Not no slavery shit. Because motherfuckers, they still under the slave mentality, man. They still a damn slave in their mind. They what you gonna do with that? You know what I'm saying?
It's all good. It's all good though, man. I think it gives them. I think it actually gives them a little hope and a little win. So I know Chief Holiday like to sink their ship and like to pop their balloon and shit, but I think it gives them. I think they know goddamn well they ain't getting no money. But I think it just give them a little win and shit. To be honest with you, give them a little win. But hey, but to be honest with you, man, I say try every damn thing. Talk about it. You know what I'm saying? By us talking about it,
it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, but the problem,
it's a good
but here's the problem though. What is the plan? You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have no plans for the future, man. There's nobody's talking about no plans for the future. You know what I'm saying? Everything's based on yesterday and today and shit. Ain't nothing based on 5 years from now, 20 years from now, 50 years from now, 100 years from now. They're not having those conversations. They're talking about what happened only 400 years of some events that they don't even know what happened and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, man.
The elder has spoken.
They don't even know enough about their own narrative and shit. Like, this shit is crazy. You know what I mean? If you pushing a narrative, at least know something about it.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't know jack about their own narrative. If you believe you're a descendant of a slave, what's their name? Name them. Name them. I want to hear some names. Who in your family was a slave? Can you name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I mean, goddamn, you can't name one? If you can't name one, what the hell are you talking about?
Damn. Massive. Kick on cones. Yeah, that's gonna be hard to do. But in all reality, though, there is a document. So if you do come from a slave, there should be a document.
That's what I'm saying.
In your lineage that says that. Yeah, right. So if they did give you reparations, they would probably make you go to the library or some shit and submit your document in this and spit in the tube and shit.
And then there's other steps
off, and then
there's other steps that you got to go beyond that too. So, right. All right, even if you can find a family member that was a slave, were all of them slaves? Were all your family members slaves? You only found one? Okay. Well, can you prove that they came from Africa?
Create, y'all. So that's what's going to happen, y'all. That's how they're going to do it. So I'm putting a rumor out there. So it's going to be an application at the library. Okay, and you have to spit in a tube. You'll get your DNA, and then there's an application. And then they're going to take your shit, and then they're going to let you know if you qualify. And guess what? Nobody qualified. They got all y'all DNA. They'll do it. They're going to have 6 winners out the deal.
They're going to give them the money if they take their ass and go across that water.
They're going to send your ass a letter in the mail that said, we collected your funds. We collected your DNA and blah, 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 blah. And you're going to get a little certificate in the mail and shit. And then you're going to have to wait on your reparations letter. And then the shit's going to come in like 2057. They're going to give you like a little voucher and shit. And when you go cash in and shit, they always close and shit.
Oh, we can't cash that check. It says the Bank of Zimbabwe and shit. You know what I'm saying?
And so here's the thing, right? You would think that these guys that talk this Africa stuff, right? You would think that they would be doing business in Africa more. You see what I'm saying?
I can
You
guarantee
see
you.
Polite go over there doing business with them. He did with a business. He finds a way to go outside the country to do business with a white man outside the country, as opposed to doing business with people in Ghana. He wants to go show you the old dungeon. Really? So you didn't go to Dubai showing no dungeons, showing what the atrocities and things they do over there because you want to show them in a great light, but you want to show people. See, that's what I'm saying. Once again, go back to a mind state of fuckery. Of just this is why y'all so distrusted and you know what I mean, and while we still have to have these type of conversations, but some of this stuff is self-inflicting wounds. Like niggas are sitting around talking about them, you know what I'm saying, instead of talking about us.
It's the tail light.
Not the tail light, the reverse ball.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something that's a fact, man. If you can imagine 50,000 African Americans going to Africa, that whole fucking continent would be in an uproar.
You said you mean millions or just thousands?
Nah, 50,000.
Okay, 50,000. Okay,
50,000 African Americans go to Africa. That whole continent would be in a damn uproar. You know what I'm saying?
Taxes.
It wouldn't be no different than any other situation, like it would with when the fake Jays went over to Palestine. You know what I'm saying? Like you just can't. The shit just ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. It wouldn't be nothing but fucking problems.
Somebody said they're gonna drop smallpox on motherfuckers.
But not only that, because if they over here with that, you know what I'm saying? Like if you doing dumb shit over here
every day,
you gonna go over there with that same dumb shit?
Yup. Yup.
What you think gonna happen?
House Striker said we will be fighting every day. Yup.
Yeah, shit ain't gonna happen, man. They don't want to see no shit like that. They ain't gonna be saying, "Oh, my brother." No, they ain't gonna be saying no shit like that. They gonna be saying like, "What the hell you doing here?" You know what I'm saying?
With this, yup. Yup, it's a wrap. Yup, exactly what you're saying. Doing a lot. But I got you here, man. We're gonna talk a little bit about corporate competition now, cause you got something you finna start up. So ain't no big corporations doing what you doing right now, Libra. So
got a couple.
But when they you know what I'm saying, when they figure, okay, oh man, Libra son them over here making a killing, they gonna want to get at you. So you know how you feel about that? You know, corporate competition, you know, trying to compete with corporations. Now you one man though. But you know, when you around your brothers, when you're around your family, when you're around us, you're not one person no more. You're a community, bro. So if whatever we want, like we can have it. That's how I feel. If we work together like that. Now you by yourself, you know, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be very, very difficult to compete with the corporation. But the line of work you're doing, I'm talking about your little project that you're doing. See, these corporations ain't even up on it yet. They're gonna let you do the hard work, and once you get to a certain level, on their radar, they're gonna look at you and they're gonna say, oh, they're gonna try to buy you out, or they're gonna try to drown you out, or they're gonna try to make it different as hell for you. How you feel about that on your project you're working on?
Well, the part about that is that it's a difference between being 50 feet up in the air and being on the ground. Right. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And as long as I'm on the ground, I'm gonna always beat them.
Thank you.
That's just a fact.
Thank you. That's my point. Thank you. That's like, yup. because you get to move swift. You get to move different. You get to move in silence. You get to move different. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
They can't do that.
They can't do it. They can't move on the ground like that.
For example, well, let's say Apple, what they come out with one phone, with one phone per 6 months. Man, we can come out with one every month, bro. You see what I'm saying? By the time we be on,
all you gotta do is just do it.
By the time the year's over, we are. You see what I'm saying? Like they wouldn't be able to like. So that's what we mean by the way they.
But the only difference is that some of those companies they got infrastructure behind them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you're dealing with infrastructure, like you talking about dealing with Apple and stuff like that, now you're dealing with infrastructure.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a whole nother ball game. So when you're doing something like that, then you have to be building infrastructure to compete. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you gotta pick your battles, because unless you're building an infrastructure, you can't go after those companies that have infrastructure.
Right. So he's talking about building infrastructure, but so I'm talking about
back to them.
Well, I'm talking about product and quality rise. You see, like they still ain't came out. Look at how long these phones been around. They still, Google and Apple still ain't came out with the phone that's specifically for women, a woman's phone. They still ain't done it yet because they can't. You see what I'm saying? They still ain't came out specifically for a phone for men yet. Our phones is universal. They might change the color on you. You see what I'm saying? That's about it. But that Pacific, they might do it now. Google, you raggedy bastard. You know what I'm saying? They might do it now. but you see what I'm saying? Because they arrogant and they big and they don't have to. See what I'm saying? They don't have to. You see, so they're not really pushing like that. But see, us in our little position, we can push, and that will make a big difference. Now we can't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be able to compete on them worldwide, but at least in my town and in my city, you see what I'm saying? In my town and my city.
This is the way these larger companies work, man. You gotta, it's more scientific than that, because you got to deal with what they call saturation points, right?
Go ahead.
And they don't change anything till they reach a certain saturation level, right? And because there wouldn't be, make good business sense for them to do it. So they wait till they reach maximum saturation before they make any changes. You see what I'm saying?
$50 and I get more.
That's it. You get all of it.
Yes,
Shit, hold on real quickly, bro. I can still hear you. Hold on, bro.
Michelle working.
Yep, I'm doing it right now. Yep.
Where you go, Chief?
Oh shit, yeah, I'm right here. Sorry about that, bro. But yeah, I see what you're saying. I know why they do that. They can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like these car companies can't push out that many cars like that. They can't be changing.
Yeah, I'm here.
You know what I'm saying? They can't be changing up cars and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them they can't because they too giant. You see what I'm saying? They too giant, so they can't move that swift like that.
Well, you got to understand too is like, when you're looking at a market, you know, like if you got a brick and mortar store, your reach is only going to be so far. You know what I'm saying? Before you reach a saturation point,
Right,
and
right,
you would have to change up your marketing in order to change that dynamic. You see what I'm saying?
right. But they will take notice though. But they will take notice.
No,
You
the
see,
thing is,
because
they don't do it. They do it when they have to do it.
right, yeah,
They're not gonna do it anytime before then.
yeah.
You
Because
know what I'm saying?
that's why when you get your product, you know, and they're going to be looking at your hits, your clicks. You know, they're going to be looking at your wallet. They're going to be looking at you, and then once you hit a certain mark, you're going to trigger.
Well, they're gonna try.
Right, you're going to trigger a giant company coming in right next door to you, pumping out the same stuff as you. You know, a little bit cheaper. You see what I'm saying? But see, they don't know who they messing with though. You see what I'm saying? They don't know who they messing with. You can try. You just did all that shit for no reason. Cause why you got them same little ass shit sitting there, nigga? We done hold up the whole game, and now we got some whole nother shit on you. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, like if we really want to take it head to head with them, dude, they will not be able to compete with us, bro. You see what I'm saying? But I don't think people really understand what I'm saying though. When I'm saying that, I think most people see a giant company and they thinking like,
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
but they use their partners, right? So what they do is if they want to really, you know, mess you over, then they will start going to the regulatory departments, regulatory agencies, and trying to get you shut down that way. You see what I'm
Change
saying?
laws, right? Change laws on you, right?
Right,
Right?
right.
They will
Change the
change the
rules,
laws on you.
move the
Yeah,
goalposts. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. They
And
did
that
that. They did that to some guys that was
they
some.
do that all the time. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
do it all
did
the
that to
time.
some guys here in Minnesota. But see,
Yeah,
they was
yeah,
shady though.
the
They was
most.
doing something shady, but they made it seem they just blew it up like it was something real big. They was doing little
Oh,
dumbass shit
listen,
people do on
man,
Craigslist. You know what I'm saying?
that's
They was doing shit
that's
on
what they do.
Craigslist. Right.
But that's what they do. But you know
Yeah.
that that's just how the game is played.
Yeah. Yeah, they will.
You
They
know what I'm
will
saying?
come after you. That is true. They will. They will come after you. You see what I'm saying? But that's the thing though, is that once they come after you, you know why they come after you. But you can also go back. You can also come after them back as well. You see.
Yeah. Well,
And you
anything somebody try to put on you, you can use it against them, right?
right,
So
right. But see,
so
but we're not talking about no one man though, because no one man ain't about to make no huge dent like that. It's possible, but I'm not talking about no one person. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about a group, a chunk of you. It can be just you and about 4 family members decided to, hey man, we finna get this dollar store out of here. There's a dollar store up the street. Me, my couple of my cousins, couple of my brothers, boom, we finna get together. Even though we all getting a little piece, because the more there is, the little you get. But what it looks like in the community, when the people started seeing it, and when everybody started seeing it, they realizing, bro, we could do this shit, bro. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, you can do things like that.
Right,
Definitely can do it.
right. But see, most people thinking one person. See, one, you know what I'm saying? And then, it might take 1 or 2 of them to do it, but it might take 12 or 8 of us. But we can still do it though. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
it might not be always worth it, but you would never lose. You see what I'm saying? So even if we take some and we split it 12 ways. Okay, we all getting, let's just say we all getting a total of you know, let's just say what, $100 or some shit. Something small. Now we keep that going, before you know it, we gonna open up another one. You see what I'm saying? So now we
Yeah.
getting 200. Now we all splitting it. Now we all getting 200 for them. Before
Because
you
you
know it,
get
we
more
gonna open
gain
up,
with that strain. You know what I'm talking
we
about?
gonna open up another one. You see what I'm saying? But it's it's easy, bro. Like, you see what I'm saying? But it's all good though. It needs to be seen and sought out first. because people ain't gonna understand chit chat because it's the internet. Everybody talks shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? So nobody's no different unless they're producing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just letting you know I compete with corporations every day, and they don't, they yeah, they can't compete with me because
ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Right, and that's what we're gonna do. And then speaking of that too, man, we got the Universal Media coming up pretty soon, man. It's gonna be here this month. You know what I'm saying? We decided to go with the new language. You know what I'm saying? We decided to go to new language. So the first language we was using is the same language that Facebook uses. It's a nice little cryptic language, kind of like Facebook. But we found a better language that's faster. So it allows stuff to be faster, so that's a good thing, got a whole new language, we're gonna be producing in. Not too many websites even know, not too many people even know about this language because it's kind of a new language. You see what I'm saying? It's been around for a little bit, but it's kind of a new language. So we're gonna have that on deck. And we gotta work out the kinks because we're trying to cut out all middlemen. We don't want nobody hands in it. No streaming companies, no. I mean, it's bad enough. It's bad enough Apple and Android get a piece, but I don't even like that. I'd rather have my own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's bad enough we got to go into their Play Store. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, we strictly, like, you know what I'm saying? That's how we trying to do it. And everybody's a piece of it. Everybody's getting a cut of that. You see what I'm saying? And now what's going to happen when it take off? We're going to open up another one. Everybody's getting a little cut of that. When we open up another one, everybody's getting a little cut of that. So if you could just get a little cut of something and keep growing, man, before you know it, man, who knows?
Well, as long as you're growing.
Right. You're not getting comfortable, right. But I got a question for everybody. Now y'all know I'm a little bit into little robots and shit, right? I seen the little article on robot men, bro. Robot men. These motherfuckers got jobs. Like a robot man can get a job. Like these motherfuckers can get up, power on every day. Motherfucker go to work. Cold as hell. Come back home. Bro, they can replace us, bro.
That's the idea.
Chief, what do you think about that, bro? Chief,
That's the idea.
What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, that's always been the goal. That's always been their goal to do that.
I'm talking about men, period. Them too. Like a woman ain't gotta have a man no more. She just go buy her a robot. This motherfucker get a job. And she just money in her bank account.
Well, that's what you call eugenics. That's how eugenics work.
She go fill out an application for this dude. You know what I'm saying? He get the job and he go to work and she just get money. She just get money. This motherfucker
that's how eugenics
every day.
Work, man.
This motherfucker wake up exactly clockwork on time. Wake up every day. Bling. Go to work. Come back home. Plug the fuck up.
You know how Biggie used to say, more money, more problems, right?
Oh man. That shit.
But the way they look at it, more people, more problems. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that is why they want to cut the population so they can have less problems, deal with less people. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I'm just talking about a woman thing. I'm just kind of bullshitting a little bit. I wouldn't, yeah. But even though that's possible, though, y'all, that is very possible. But but I did read up on some robot men and shit.
Yeah, that's all part of eugenics.
Robot people?
Yep.
You really believe in it?
Huh?
You really believe in it?
Yeah. It's all a part of population control, man.
So do y'all know what this means?
Yeah, they still trying to kill you.
So this can either go two ways. It can go two ways. Aboriginal power in the building. I mean, that's Ether in the building. It can go two ways, Ether. Either we gonna build our own robot people, or we're gonna take theirs and convert them into ours. That's the only way it can go. Food, shelter, clothes, water, control. These four individuals.
Can you hear me talk?
Peace.
In the building. To hunger, you wishing.
Real low. You real low, man.
I'm real low.
Yeah,
you kind of low. Somebody saying food. Yeah.
Peace. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
What's goody? What's good?
Man, what it do?
Tribe. Good tribe.
We just out here, man. We just out here. We ain't got nothing too hardcore. We just out here.
What it do, bro?
Same shit, different toys.
So, Ab.
What's up, bro?
What you got going? So check it out, right? So we were talking on Thursdays. Is today Thursday? Today Thursday, right?
Yes, sir.
Thursday.
All right. Yeah. So we supposed to do face off on Thursdays, right? So what we're doing is hosting, Aborigines come over and we're gonna talk, topics. We're gonna have certain topics or whatever, and we're just gonna kind of discuss. We're not gonna call it like a debate, but we're gonna discuss topics. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody, and I think this will be good for the community from a standpoint of, because a lot of times we can get into a information overload, right? And a lot of times people might, like, I hear Aborigines speaking, and even though I'm agreeing with a lot of things that they're saying, and some things are opinions, my opinion, your opinion, everybody's opinion, right? But some things are just either facts or not facts. You see what I'm saying? So, right. I feel like we should have those type of discussions. So, your name came up as a person to be a part of one of those discussions, or several of those discussions. But you know what I'm saying? So what do you think about that? What do you think about just the information, just the conversation?
I think that's an awesome idea. I think that'll help us properly build a foundation to stand upon as well. We can this will be the way to lay a groundwork, because not every Aborigine agrees, right? So we need to hash out what we don't agree upon so that we all can come to a common understanding, and so we can build a proper foundation. So, I'm already with that. I'm all the way with that. Just let me know.
Cool. So you and y'all still down for the 72 hours?
What you mean? I ain't heard nothing about no 72 hours. Talk to me. Okay. I just got all word.
I'll talk to you later.
You said what now?
I'll talk to you later about it, because Netcher know about it.
Okay. Yeah, I talked to him last week. We was trying to put together a build, but shit got fucking crazy. So, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
y'all know y'all got my support. Y'all just hit me up. I always got work.
We just gonna see if y'all want to do a 72 hour.
Ooh, I don't know if I got 72 hours in my life right now.
No, I'm talking about with your videos.
Oh.
Like when you're not on, when you're not live, then you just drop a playlist out.
Oh yeah, I could do that. Yeah.
So like the best, you take your best videos. You know what I'm saying?
Man, my best video was a couple of days ago. I bet y'all ain't even seen that shit.
I was in there, man. That's when I was talking about it.
That motherfucker was fire, nigga. That shit had me like, oh my God. Like,
how I missed that. What were you talking about?
I was talking about, we found the matrix per se, right? It's actually a field of study called sociology, right? Or social sciences. So I was breaking down socialization and how it applies to our people. And and how it has created this fake paradigm of slavery. And I just, man, it's a deep bill. You gotta watch it, man. It goes through the different types of socialization, the different institutions that they use to socialize people. It goes down to basic fundamentals of socialization and how it affects developmental psychology of children. Like, bro, I went in on that shit, bro. Like, that shit was hard, bro. Like, I'm still thinking about that bill. Like, I'm still trying to figure out and nitpick what the next thing about it is. But basically what I found is that the definition of the term socialization is the identifying the norms of society, right? So when I started realizing, like, okay, socializing, what is socializing, right? In order to socialize, you got to have social continuity. In order to have social continuity, you got to you got to internalize the norms of the society. So when I started putting it in the perspective of our people, right, we have internalized the norms of a society that is against us or was built to oppress us, which is why we will never have liberation, because we have internalized this fake understanding these people have created for us, right? And that doesn't allow us to progress or grow, because it invokes an emotional response because we have internalized it, a la like Roots and other shit like that. You see what I'm saying? Yep. But that was just basic, like a basic breakdown and shit of. It was deep though, man. Like, you know how I do my shit.
So yeah,
I'm gonna do.
So you got into the mindset, right? So that's what we're talking about today. Is just economics, but we're saying that we can't have economics without a proper mindset. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you're saying. What you were talking about is the mindset, that you have to have in order to be successful. And what we're saying is, and I'm sure that you feel the same way, is having this understanding of who you are is the missing link to it. Every time I'm hearing Yvette Carnells and these people, right? I was like listening to a dumbass, bro. Like, how is you missing this? How? Like, how is this? How can you be missing all the stuff that you see these people do throughout history? And for you to miss this is treasonous to me, bro. Like,
he just said how. You know what I'm saying? He just broke it down pretty much how they did it. So
I can't believe how people get like it would be different if nobody was saying it. But it's people out here like us that are saying this every day, bro. Like, we haven't ever since we started, nobody never stopped.
Nobody
Think
stopped.
about that. We never stopped.
We never stopped.
It ain't like they don't have nothing to stand on. They're not standing on Africa. That's a goddamn lie. Right? They're not standing on Kemet. They're not standing on none of that things. We stand on America, nigga. This is our shit. And they can't.
It all has to do with part of the program he's talking about is that what they identify, where they get their information from. So if I'm a school literate, I get my information from books. So if your Aborigine information is not printed out, you know what I'm saying, in a certain type of form in the book, then I'm not gonna get that program. Some people identify with TV. You know what I'm saying? So if it's not on TV, if Bill Maher not saying it, if CNN's not saying it, then it's not true then. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he was talking about, how they using the information. So we have these cultural identifier markers where we get our information from. And so how we're delivering the information has a lot to do with it. You see what I'm saying? Because I refuse to talk about some shit to other people I learned off YouTube until I did some actual research about it.
Right.
No matter if you're right, you can be right all day. But just because I seen it on YouTube, I'm not telling nobody. I'm not gonna tell my son.
But most people, no matter how many books you pull out, it's like they you for reading a book that they didn't read. You know what I'm saying? Y'all follow me? Like, I say this all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? I be telling Uncle to burn their books. Nigga, you think a book is your source, nigga? You are slow. Like, straight the fuck up. Like, that's the damn problem.
That's what happened.
We have a Europeanized mindset of what success is, what smart is, what this is, what this is, and you see that that's opposite of what it really is. Why do you honor that? So anybody to be honoring these things or whatever, right? And even us as Aborigines, we still kind of have that residue on us too. Like we still honor their system, right? We don't. There are levels of degrees, of level of prestige, right? Of imbeciles. Y'all follow me? So when I hear it, like I've been fighting against that for years. So when I hear my brothers doing it, my sisters doing it, don't be mad at me. You know what I'm saying? Don't be mad at me. Just know that you're doing it. Just be accepted and just say, okay, only way that you can change something is you can accept it. You got to accept, what's going on around you, and they're controlling you like a puppet string. They have the puppet strings, they got them over your head, and they're telling you which way to go, how to go. Well, it's pathetic. Like it makes me want to throw up every time I watch TV. I'm like, is this real? Are they saying this on TV? Or you see the excerpts or whatever you're saying. So what you're telling me is that Fox, ABC, NBC, CBS, and all this R. Kelly shit and all this stuff is, bro, like this is crazy.
Ain't it, Chief?
Extra crazy.
It's like living in another world, bro. It's like living in another world.
It is like, and I hate that the YouTube and people put that shit over on YouTube, but it's all the same because it turns free thinkers into program thinkers. And if you're trying to talk to me about and you're coming from a program perspective, you're gonna lose every time, especially if you're telling me about some shit that the Europeans are telling you, right? This is what I was talking about earlier, right? About Netflix. Netflix got a show on, check it out, called Troy, Fall of a City, and it's a series, right? So, but a lot of the main characters in this film are black, right? But I've been telling everybody, like, this is BC. Like, the Greeks are black. Just because they paint the pictures the way they paint them don't make them true, bro. Like, that's the problem with y'all, bro. So Brad Pitt played Achilles in the movie, whatever, right? So in your mind, Achilles is white or pale. I don't like to use these color schemes, whatever, right? But that's my point, though. So now the mental scheming is being done inside your brain.
That's
Superman, Kal-El, and all that's a more, bro. So when y'all hear that, you'll be like, "Oh, Superman's a more." What are you talking about? See, you don't get the science, you don't get the mathematics, you don't get the metaphysics behind what they're doing in front of you. They're taking it right from you right there.
So, Chief, that's exactly what my bill was about, right? It's actually showing you how they created a paradigm for you to internalize. Like, peep this. Just listen to the definition of this shit. It says sociology or socialization is the process of internalizing the norms and ideologies of society. So first of all, we know what norms this society has perpetuated since its inception, correct? It's always been perpetuated on taking our culture, taking our land, right? So if we internalize the norms of these ideologies, then we are going against our normal, natural selves. This is how we're brainwashed. But peep this, it goes further. It says socialization encompasses both learning and teaching, and is thus the means by which social and cultural continuity are attained. It says socialization is strongly connected to developmental psychology. Okay, and for those who don't know or didn't see the bill, developmental psychology is the study of how human beings change over the course of time, basically. You understand? But there's several different avenues that the field of developmental psychology actually study, right? So peep this. It says the three dimensions are a broad spectrum, but they study physical development, cognitive development, and socio-emotional development. Okay. This all encompasses motor skills, executive functions, moral understanding, language acquisition, social change, personality, emotional development, self-concept, and identity formation. So socialization actually, from birth, you are beginning to be socialized through all different types of avenues, even including family. Okay, so this is how they did the Willie Lynch shit. It wasn't they whipped a whole bunch of niggas into the shit. They just had to create a paradigm
for people to internalize. And once they had our people internalized to this paradigm, they didn't need to do anything else. See what I'm saying? We like to talk about how we are keeping ourselves back, and it's true, but it's actually done through a science.
That's what
I not understand that.
That's what a lot of people don't understand, bro. I've been feeding that out. It's a science. It's basically artificial intelligence. We're not even saying these words. They taught us these words. They told me how to say this.
Well, they told you the frequency behind the word what makes you feel a certain way about a specific word.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? It all goes to control. Listen, if you start studying this shit, you'll get scared because it'll actually tell you exactly what they're doing the shit. I'm talking about to the T. To the T, it'll tell you exactly how they're taking over the minds of your children and your people and turning them niggas into goddamn androids who just are there to be harvested for energy. Like, this shit is an energy war more than anything. Niggas don't understand that shit.
They don't understand, bro. I'm glad you got into that shit. What got you in that, bro? I'm glad somebody.
I'm telling you, bro. If you watch my shows, I never have a topic, bro. I just start building, and what made me find socialization was actually looking at the census again and the Office of Management and Business and their understanding of race and ethnicity. So when I was breaking down race, it told us what race was, and then I broke down ethnicity, and ethnicity was pretty much the same thing as race, right? But it left me a jewel, right? Because under ethnicity, it had this word called enculturation. So when I typed in, no, it had acculturation. So when I clicked on the little blue acculturation, guess who pops up? A whole bunch of mestizos and shit. So I started reading what acculturation is, and I'm like, oh shit. It's like, this is crazy. So then another little blue thing pops up. It says enculturation. And so I understand what enculturation is. And that enculturation leads me to socialization, which leads me to development, psychology. So just for you niggas who want to know how I did my methodology, there you go. For all you methodology fuck niggas. You know what I'm saying?
That's all artificial intelligence, bro. That's all, everything you said. It falls under AI.
It's all, listen, have you ever heard of a gerontologist?
No.
Why?
I don't know.
Has anybody on the panel ever heard of a gerontologist?
Nah, I know I saw your program. I forgot though.
Oh, so you caught that shit though, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
James Grandmaster in the building.
Let me bust that shit down for the fan who didn't get to see it right quick.
Hold on, we got a brother trying to. Hey, put your email up in there. I'll send you the link, bro.
Let me ask you this question while you're doing that. Then let me ask y'all this question while you're doing that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you think they were so successful at their at using socialization? What did you think?
Want the answer? You want my theory?
Yeah, why were they so successful at it?
Because they did it before.
Well, not only that though, right? You have to understand that whatever they implement things that are that help bring that paradigm into, that help keep it going.
Facts.
Right? So that's what they do, is that's how they create infrastructure. They create infrastructure to maintain it, right? Because it couldn't be no just one-off type of situation. And so in order to perpetuate it.
Go ahead. Right? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So in order to perpetuate it, they have to create an infrastructure to support it.
That's deep. And the infrastructure supports the false ideology they have created for you. Right. So it brings it into reality, right?
Right.
That's what these institutions are, right?
Right.
Like, we think they fucking like ancient and old and shit. And really, they have just created these paradigms and these infrastructures to solidify the paradigm they have created for you. Good God Almighty. That shit crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
But let me give you my quick theory. I know y'all seen my show, so a lot of y'all know my quick theory.
Understand though, Chief Ether, This is what you got to understand is that now that you know that, it's time for you to start doing that shit back, bro.
That's called. You know what Ty, what's the missing ingredient that we don't seem to have right now?
Numbers.
Nope, that's not just the numbers. The infrastructure. You understand what I'm saying?
We don't have anything to solidify our reality and and actually give another paradigm to our people to internalize.
Right.
But you got to start practicing that. You got to start practicing that. You got to start using it.
Because you have to have a delivery system, right?
Right. Yep.
Peep this. The institutions that they utilize, we can utilize them the same way to do the same thing. A lot of people used to see, we always have had the power to create paradigms and understandings. That's what we do. That's what we do. That's where they got it from. You understand? So what is the definition of alchemy? Does anybody know?
Black Lotus, that's Black Lotus shit right there. Black Lotus will be coming on tonight, y'all, at about 10 o'clock or something.
Alchemy was supposed to be able to transform metals.
Yeah, he told me it was a chemical. He actually broke that down.
It's a process. It's a process to you're supposed to be able to transform metals into gold. That was what alchemy was.
So basically, it's the concept of changing properties within a certain organism into something different, right? And being able to manifest that at will in a broad sense.
Right. I don't know. I think you might be going a little too deep. It's a little spiritual on it, but I don't know. I think it's just some and some like
everything. See, Ty, everything is spiritual, bro. Like even if you're not a spiritual person, right? If you have a paradigm that you're internalizing to, then you have connected your energy, a la your spirit, to it.
Right. Because alchemy has something to do with spiritual. Spiritual power.
Whatever you give your energy to, you giving your spirit to. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but are you trying to explain alchemy, or are you trying to give the spirits?
No, I'm saying. I'm just saying this.
Break down just a regular definition.
I was just throwing that out there to let people understand that we have the power to create and change and manifest whatever the fuck we want. We always have. Yeah. This shit is a brainwash, bruh. And once you start to really understand and internalize your norms, then you become a whole nother motherfucker. I'm just telling you. I'm living proof you could become I'm telling you, I didn't find this shit or nobody told me this shit, bruh. This shit came organically, just like everything I do. It's because I don't internalize the norms of the society. Never have. You understand? So now that I understand that all they're doing is creating a paradigm, that means I can create paradigms wherever I want. So at my job, I create paradigms for niggas to get stuck in just to see if it works. I say some shit and I see the response so that I understand the psychology of the human so that I better know how to manifest shit in this reality. It's not that hard.
Right. It's not that hard. The easiest way that's why I use numbers, because numbers is easy to be traceable and calculatable. Like it might not be easy for everybody to do it, but it works for me. You see what I'm saying? The same thing.
Anything comes easy that you care about or that you put effort into.
Yeah, I guess. But
that's an excuse to say some shit is hard, because if the motherfucker had $1 billion behind it, I bet niggas wouldn't be so hard.
Yeah, it should be easy then, huh?
Nigga be easy peasy then, huh? So that's all a part of socialized. That's all a part of being indoctrinated and living another person's consciousness. You see what I'm saying? And then once you start to regain your own fucking mind, your own consciousness, and you start looking in within self, I promise you, fam, there's nothing you can't manifest. There's nobody holding you back. There's no white man about to jump off on you if you do some shit. I'm telling you, this shit is a psyop, fam.
Right. And what makes it so more dangerous is that if it's a collective number of us doing it, it's almost unstoppable.
But see, this is the problem. A lot of our people secretly are in fear of the rise of the new world white man that everybody's scared of. You know, the global white supremacy that everybody talking about. But when you really do the work and you study, you find out these people are not sophisticated as they seem.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
This is actually created by some very intellectual and sophisticated entities, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the people that you consider who are changing realities or who have power are those sophisticated entities within this structure or who created it. See, we got to understand, like, we got to stop thinking with so much emotion and start thinking logically. You got to start putting yourself in the perspective of whatever you think is hindering you. It's nothing hindering your ass. It's you hindering you because you internalizing the norms. And a lot of that is not our faults because we are indoctrinated from birth. Part of the developmental psychology of socialization is the number one institution they use is the family. The first thing they say is family. They don't say the church, the media. No, they say family first. So we got to start changing the paradigm and the understanding of our people within our families first. See what I'm saying? And then you have to goddamn live that shit. We can't keep, like, I don't know, man. I feel like niggas is playing, bro. I don't be playing with this shit. I go out every day, goddamn it, and I wear my shit on my chest. And ain't a motherfucker I'm scared to say this is my shit too. And I don't know. I don't feel like our people have yet truly, enough of our people yet have truly internalized the understanding that we have come to and that we have created. And that's our job to do as Aborigines who understand this and teach, is that we gotta what's the word I'm looking for? We gotta go through a goddamn post-traumatic slavery goddamn class or some shit. You see what I'm saying? We gotta go through some shit. You gotta go through a reconditioning program. And this is not even trying to be funny because the shit is real. These niggas have conditioned us from birth to feel like we from Africa and we slaves. Like, that's the problem. You want reparations? You go for reparations for that, nigga. You can prove that. You can prove that. They wrote it. They made a whole science behind it. We can prove that. But, yo, I'm just saying, fam. We got to take power, man.
Shout out to Black Indian Integrated. Nonetheless, said alchemy changes substance from a natural state to an unnatural state.
He says it.
Yeah, changing something from natural organic to something unnatural organic. So, you know, like plastic or some shit like that. So it does have something to do with, like, you know,
socialization.
You know.
But
yeah, man, I'm glad to see you out there, man. I'm glad to see you up there, bro. You got, you know what I'm saying, you got a high conscience. But the thing about it is that knowing it and implementing it is going to be very different.
It's not. It's the same fucking thing. It's
I'm saying you knowing it and you're getting the information and intaking it, but using it is going to be different. I'm not saying it's going to be hard or anything. It's just going to be different. It's not the same.
Using it for what sense of the facet?
Now you got to use that on these people. Now you got to use that. Now.
You use it in your own realities. I think we all think that they're like, we're going to be able to go to a specific entity and seek and receive some type of reparations or some type of acknowledgement or some shit. Like that should not be the understanding whatsoever. The understanding should be to fucking take care of self and your people first. Fuck everything else that's going on in the world. Like, that's where they got us fucked up. We worried about what everybody else doing, and we ain't whole. So how can we build with each other and we a whole bunch of broken ass pieces? We can't put no infrastructure together with no goddamn rocks. We need some shit. We need some whole bricks. We need blocks, and our people ain't whole. So that's what we have to do in order to actually build a proper foundation. Right. We have to start to begin to make our people whole again. And we're
gonna have to work with the tools and fuse, because everybody ain't broken. You know what I'm saying? There's some, you know what I'm saying, some sticks and some, you know what I'm saying, some put together pieces out there. It's just, you know, they gotta come to you. Because if you go to them, you know, they might not accept that as much. Then them actually coming to you. So
my understanding
for they have to, you know what I'm saying? The way I look at it and what my understanding is that they have to come to you. And if they come,
I agree. That's my understanding.
Because if you go to somebody,
we need to stop seeking shit. We need to actually listen. What is for you, you will receive. Period. Right. If you live right, and goddamn, you do what you're supposed to do, and whatever you consider in your reality, bro, because you can't let other people dictate your reality. Because if you let them do that, then you are losing. You understand? So you don't need to prove shit to nobody else but self. You understand? You don't need to be fucking worried about nobody, people. You need to be worried about self. Because if you ain't fucking whole within self, how the fuck can you help me? What can you offer me if you a bunch of pieces? If I take a piece of you, that's more or less you could never be whole again, correct? So we need to focus on being whole first.
Yeah.
It starts with changing the psychology of what we understand. We need to like ixnay all this shit. All this fake ass understanding and all this low vibrational shit can't be allowed no more. We have to change the paradigm, or like the Migos say, we got to change the culture, bro. That starts with self, though. That don't start going viral, bro. That don't start like, you know, that don't start on the internet, bro. That shit starts within self. Y'all don't hear me, though.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, the culture, yeah. I mean, that's a hard task, you know what I'm saying, to change a whole culture. It still can be done, but to me, you know what I'm saying, I'm calculating that's a pretty good job. But somebody still got to do it, and just because it's you know, it can be hard, that don't mean we need to give up. You still have to do it, regardless. You know, if you have to start with self first, like you said, that's a first step. You know, but the good people out there, there's some whole people out there. They out there, they come in, you know what I'm saying? They come in, you know, they come tools and fuse, but they out there. I ran into some, you know, and they understand, you know what I'm saying? And but with that understanding come responsibility, though. Because now you have more understanding, so now that's more responsibility. You got to sleep, you got to try to get some sleep with every night.
And that's why niggas are running. Ty. That's why they running. That's why people are afraid. It's like a murder. You can't unsee a murder.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't unsee shit.
If I act dumb and if I act stupid, and I act stupid, then guess what? Then I don't hold that responsibility. I don't hold no responsibility for my people, man. I'm dumb. I'm stupid. What are you talking about? I don't know what y'all talking about.
But you do, bro. You
like,
do hold
responsibility. I don't understand that. I don't know. No, you know what I'm saying? But when comes that knowledge comes responsibility. And so the best way to reject the responsibility is to just act accordingly. Act on that program. Get on that program. No, bro, we from Africa, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Let me ask you a question, Ty Data.
Down inside, I know goddamn well what you're saying is right, but I don't want to take on that responsibility.
Let me ask you a question, Ty Data. For that person who says that, what are they doing? Like, what do they have to gain? Who's really losing in that situation?
What you mean they have the game?
Like, okay, if I see the truth or I know the truth, but I make a conscious decision, right, to just go along with the status quo because it's easier, right? In that perspective, who is the one that's losing? Is it our people, or is it that specific individual?
Oh, that will be both. Yeah, they basically losing, but because he don't see himself as worthy. You see what I'm saying? He taking himself out of the game when he's a major piece.
Well, then if he don't see himself worthy, then he is not worthy.
Right. So in that case, I mean, when it comes to our people, that can be either or, because it's like, well, we missed a good piece, but at the same time, it wasn't a good piece at all, so we ain't missing it. You know what I'm saying?
See, so it's hey Todd, this is the problem with our people. We so goddamn wishy-washy. You hear me? And goddamn, and this shit about to stop. You hear me? Because the frequency is changing, man. And it's about to be a time where shit is about to get real serious for our people, okay? It's about to get real serious from the understanding of there's going to be a certain people who are not going to accept this low vibrational shit no more. Like, and it ain't going to be like a specific people who going to go out and fuck shit. I'm going to just say, like, the low vibrational shit is beginning to eradicate itself. And you can see it all over. So if you continue to vibrate at the same frequency as goddamn everything else that's about to goddamn go up in flames, then you shall as well. Like, everything starts with your understanding of you. So if you don't think you worthy, then you ain't fucking worthy. We got to stop being emotional and like, oh, that's fucked up. Like, yo, like at some point we got to be fucking men. At some point, we got to be adults and we got to make the best decision for us and the self-preservation of our people and our descendants, and fuck everything else. Fuck your feelings. Fuck, I don't give a fuck. That's the wave I'm on, Ty. Like, it's righteousness or nothing, nigga. And I ain't got to do nothing to you. I just watch you fucking just crumble.
Yeah, but see, what a hard part that I got, dealing with the situation is that when you see us playing off each other's emotions for our personal gain, you see what I'm saying? Like for example, like, you know what I'm saying? We come from, similar cultures, pretty much the same culture, and so I got an idea of what's life like for you at your age. You see what I'm saying? Now, if I was to come to you and just, play off your emotions like, yeah, bro, I know what's going on in your life, man. If you buy this motherfucking, t-shirt or some shit, or, you know what I'm saying, try to use that, try to use our emotions and shit for personal gain, bro. That shit, like, that shit is just so grimy to me, bro. You see what I'm saying? I see this shit all the time.
Is grimy a real thing?
Well, to me it is. It just means it's low. It would be low vibration, just low as hell.
Is because you feel a certain way about something, does that mean that that's exactly the way that it is all the time? For example, let's say
to me it is. It's going to be that way.
For example, let's just say you see your wife, what appears to be her being too friendly, but in actual reality, she wasn't. But you perceived it and you felt a certain type of way about it. You know what I'm saying? Does that mean that because you feel a certain way, that should just fucking change and stop every fucking thing to actually maintain your reality? Like, we got to get out our feelings, bro. I'm tired of that shit, bro. Nigga, I'm tired of you crybaby ass niggas. Ab TV said it. Niggas, stop crying. Goddamn, get off. Wipe yourself off, nigga. You're okay. You're not dead. You are fucking the original people of this land. Like, we winning, bro. I don't understand what the talk is about, because I'm living the way I'm supposed to be living. And I work every day to goddamn bring forth the goddamn reality that we all know is coming. So if you're not doing that, then you still in the goddamn what if, what's going to happen state. I'm not in the what if, what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. See what I'm saying? That's my perspective at this point.
I know what's going to happen. I understand this reality. I understand. And of course, I don't know everything that's going to happen, but for the most part, I know what's to come for our people. I know what we sacrifice. I know what I do, man. So I don't worry about no shit like that, Ty. That's frivolous shit. That's emotional shit, man. We got a whole fucking nation to resurrect. Nigga, I ain't got time to hear you niggas crying and shit. I ain't got time. Let me stop though. I'm just being me, right? Everybody that got quiet. Let me see if I got kicked off. Hey, don't nobody. Hey, everybody that got quiet, Ty done left. Abby came back, goddamn here. Shout out to the motherfucking indigenous aborigines, man.
No, you good, bro. No, you
We
good,
here.
bro. You good, bro. I just had to step away for a minute. You
We
good, bro.
fucking here,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
We
But
here and we ain't
yeah,
afraid
you're right.
to
Your
say we
perception,
here.
you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Your perception of what you see, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Your perception of what you see, I mean, that's what you see. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of don't have too much control of it unless you have some type of communication. But you know when somebody's being grimy. You know what I'm saying?
True indeed. But see, this is the point. It is up to you. It's up to you to let that situation dictate your reality or not, correct?
Well, it don't really dictate nothing. It has no control, but it's sad. You know what I'm saying? It's sad because now now I feel sorry for the person who got played, and
So
now
it does have some fucking control then. It
no,
has something.
it don't move my life. It doesn't really, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't go past it what I saw. That's it. So it's just a couple, you know what I'm saying, 10 seconds or something, little reaction, just a thought. You know what I'm saying? That goes to the head. So it don't move nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
know.
you know what I'm saying?
So that's the
But
point.
it's
We
just
shouldn't be even wasting our time on frivolous things. We should conserve our energies and we should build and we should continue to just stay righteous and do the right thing, man. And just whatever you can do in your reality, man. And I promise you'll be good, bro. Like, I mean, I'm in the South, Ty. I'm in the battleground, man. I walk by Confederate statues all the goddamn time, niggas screaming, I'm Aborigine. I don't give a fuck. I be in the archives. I be, man, ask about me, bro. I don't give a fuck. Nobody's gonna tell me who the fuck I am. Cause I'm the master of my reality. And as soon as niggas start understanding that shit, bro, you will understand that nobody controls you or anything in your reality but you. And the only reason you think it is because you have been indoctrinated and you have internalized that concept. So, like I said, bro, I
you know
can't.
what? We might need to break that down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because we say that a lot, but some people might not really get that and understand that.
Understand what exactly? What point exactly?
Understanding about that they control their own reality. Like what you see
You
is
don't
what.
understand
No,
that?
I'm
Wait.
talking about. I know I do, but I'm
Okay.
saying like
Well,
people
let
out
me.
there. So
Okay,
what
for
you
the
see
people
is not
out here,
always what you see. It's just your understanding of it. It's your level of understanding of it. Like some people can be overeducated and they see all this overeducated ass bullshit and they just don't see the simple shit sometimes. You see what I'm saying? And some people just too damn simple and they just can't see no educated shit in. You know what I'm saying? So it's all in your, it's all in what you see in your understanding. So whatever level of understanding that you have is going to affect, you know what I'm saying, your reality. And so it's good to have, a level based understanding. Because you see what I'm saying? Is you know what I'm saying, it's good to have a level based understanding in some things. Something is good to have an over educated understanding. Some things it's just good to have a simple, basic fucking understanding. 2 plus 2 is 4. You know what I'm saying? That's why I deal with math, because math is a simple understanding, and I don't care what you say. The math says this, and I'm not believing anything else.
so you
You know what I'm
say
saying?
men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie, right?
Well, I mean, pretty much, yeah. You know what I'm
But
saying?
Do you realize men and women created numbers?
No, they didn't.
So who created numbers?
Numbers don't have no creation.
Ooh, that's an interesting concept. So then what are we adding? What is mathematics? If numbers don't have a creation, right?
They
Or the
discovered them.
understanding don't have an inception.
They discovered that they was there, but just because they didn't know they was there doesn't mean they wasn't there.
Wait a minute. So you're at the understanding of they discovered math.
Right. So it was always there way before them. They just figured it was there. They figured out how to use it.
Now I'm talking about anciently. I'm talking about the first people. I ain't talking about white people.
Well, whoever people.
Whatever people you think they found it.
No, I figured they figured it out. They figured out how to use it. They figured out how to use it. They figured it out. You see what I'm saying?
So sort of like evolution, right?
No, hell no.
So how did they figure it out?
Well, see, I don't know, man. We can try to do the math on it and see what to make a person.
See, that's the point. Math ain't gonna see. Mathematics don't account for zero first, so it'll always be wrong.
What always be wrong?
The math that we understand and the mathematics that we understand, it doesn't. The first number is what?
Would be zero.
Zero, right? Right. Now, why do we fucking start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10?
Who is we?
Every person that used math. Every person that ever used a ruler, a motherfucking built a brick, has used 1 through 10.
I know because 1
0
is
through
already
9. I mean.
Because
no, hold up.
Zero is already in here, bro.
Hold up for a second. Ed.
I'm listening.
That's incorrect, man.
Talk to me.
They go from 0 to 9. 0 to 9.
That's what I said. I made that correction. 0 to 9.
Yeah.
So but I'm talking about the understanding that we understand. We don't say 0 first. We say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Correct.
Because 0 should be understood already.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's an interesting concept.
You're right, Ed.
0 should be understood already, but yet no one teaches about 0.
But see, I don't know who.
No, that's correct.
I don't know who taught you, but I mean, I mean, if I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then I'm so guessing. I'm guessing you understood.
So that means that we always be 1 digit off.
We're always a digit off. That's what I'm saying.
Just that 1 digit though.
But no. What I'm saying is 0's understood. It's like it's there. So just because I don't say it doesn't mean it's not there.
But
so
0, if 0 is the first number if 0 is the first number, then how does it have any value?
Well, see, now you're talking about value. So 0 have just as much value because you wouldn't have 1, 2, or 3 without it.
Exactly, which is why the mathematics and the understanding is incorrect. Because if the first number how can the first number have no value?
It does have value.
How?
Because you wouldn't have 1, 2, and 3. The following numbers wouldn't be there without it.
Then why don't we equate for it when we count?
Because it's already understood. It's automatically in the creation. It's automatically in there.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, but I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying.
So 0 is just there for 1 to come after it, basically.
Well, technically, I don't know, but I know when I use it, 0's understood already. You see what I'm saying? 0's already in there. So if I say, okay, I'm gonna start counting. So I go 1. So you automatically know 0 comes first, right?
If we teach our children, wait. So my daughter right now is 2 years old. She knows nothing about 0. Why
Okay,
is
well
that?
then, okay, well you might want to teach her.
We don't teach. Do we teach her 0, 1, 2? Most children who understand numbers or mathematics start at 1 first. Then they learn 0 after.
Okay.
And so that's why I'm saying the understanding of mathematics in itself and the way they teach it is a part of the socialization as well.
Yep, that's true. That's true. That's why.
So our understanding may be like just like time.
It's all in the teaching. It's all in the teaching. It goes back to your perception.
Hold on, Chief Holiday, you was breaking up. What you say, bro? This nigga stay in the car.
Capitone.
You underwater, Chief. You underwater, man.
Tony say, count down from 0. Count down from 10.
Say count down from 10.
Yeah.
Count down. Wait. If we count down from 10, there's a 0 in front of 10. I mean, there's a 0 in 10.
Right,
so.
because you can't have. Because think about this: without the 0, there's no 10, there's no 20, there's no 30, there's no 40, there's no 50.
So how does it have not? How does we think it doesn't have value? That's what I'm saying. The understand.
But you got to understand, 0 is the biggest number, though. That's what a lot of people don't understand.
Exactly. Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? It's the biggest number.
Biggest number, yet most of us don't even think about it till we get to 10.
Right. So because when you get a check, you want all zeros, motherfucker. Don't nobody want no 999. You'll take 0 over 9, wouldn't you? Over that first number. Say if you got you take 9 on that first number.
Why you think everything is 999? Or
right, because if they put zeros under it, that's gonna make the value go up.
It's gonna make everything even, bro.
Well, yeah, or go up.
You can't skim nothing. Listen, you can't skim nothing if everything is equated for. You can't skim us. That's why we leave that. Everything is 99.999, so they can leave off that 0.1% to skim some shit off of.
Yeah. The numbers can be manipulated, though. But numbers can be manipulated. They could be cooked.
That's my point.
But the best thing about numbers is, though, that you can only cook them for so long, and you can only skim them from so long for your.
So the actual statement, men lie, women lie, but numbers don't, is an incorrect statement.
Well, it depends on how you take it, because it is true. Because
if you gotta use it depends, then it's not true.
Well, because it is true. Because look, if I, you know what I'm saying, if I use the numbers correctly, okay, they're always gonna match up. You see what I'm saying?
No, see, y'all forgetting one thing, man. Y'all forgetting one thing, that 0
represents your calculated lie, bro.
0 represents the beginning and the end.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So you think your calculated lie?
Man, forget that, man. The thing is 0.
I just I need to work my brain. That's all, y'all. I'm fucking with
But no, because that statement is also unfalse, because numbers can be manipulated.
Yes, sir, they can.
And they can be tricky.
Right. Right. Okay. All right. We got it. We got to
understand they can only be tricked and tweaked for so long.
So let me tell you about gerontology real quick.
Go ahead, break it down, bro. I'm on you.
Gerontology, for those who haven't watched, caught my live the other day, right? And I asked earlier, has anybody ever heard of a gerontologist? Most people haven't. Gerontology is the study of social, cultural, psychological, cognitive, and biological aspects of aging. Okay. The word was coined by Leah Ilyich Mexkovich, or however you say his name, in 1903. From the Greek, Yefou Giron, old man. The field is distinguished. Oh, hold on, let me skip that. Gerontologists include researchers and practitioners in the fields of biology, nursing, medicine, criminology, dentistry, social work, physical and occupational therapy, psychology, psychiatry, sociology, economics, political science, architecture, geography, pharmacy, public health, housing, and anthropology. Now, when I was on my live, I couldn't ask nobody this question, but I want to ask you, Todd, or anybody on the panel. What do you think about the fact that we've never heard of a gerontologist, but yet that field encompasses pretty much every aspect of civilization or society as we understand?
Shit, all I can say is that either something's wrong with the name, or they just don't teach us, man. They don't teach us like that. You know what I'm saying? We usually learn one at a time. Everything you just named, we usually learn one at a time. But to learn them all,
ooh, like you would be what? What would you be, Todd?
That would make you a germatologist or whatever.
But we never heard of a gerontologist before, because the gerontologists are the people who actually are the ones who are socially engineering this shit.
Right. Mm-hmm. But what do you think they use to carry it out though? See, that's what you
institutions. Institutions.
Right, but no. The process of carrying it out. There's levels to the process, because remember, knowing and doing is always going to be different. It's always going to be different. So when they're actually implementing it, how are they implementing it?
Are you talking about? I broke this down on my channel. You talking about, and they're called agents, I believe. They're called agents. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
No. Like how can they, like, what?
You talking about like the process and procedure, and then of how they did the shit? Yeah, I broke this shit down. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. They call them agents. And when you start studying population genetics and shit like that, and social scientists, you start to see they refer to like people as agents, or a certain population as different types of names and shit. Hold on, let me see if I can find this shit real quick. Because it broke down. It broke down the process of 5 different agents or institutions that they utilize to socialize people. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about the carrying out, not the. So what they would do is they would test it, right? And then they would learn about it, and then
this goes back to my conspiracy theory.
No, I'm not done yet, because that part I was just trying to lead you up to my question.
Okay.
I'm just backing up to go forward. So they would test it, you know what I'm saying, and then they would get all the information on it, but then they would plan it out, you know what I'm saying, and then they're gonna have to carry it out. So what I'm saying is, how are they carrying it out? That's the question. The steps and the processes of them carrying it out.
I mean, they would use the same process that they gather the information. You see what I'm saying?
So what would that be?
Well, first they have to observe. You have to observe first,
so
right?
you have to have enculturation first. You have to get into culture first and understand their ways.
That comes through observation. So the first thing you would have to do, you would have to observe all of these areas in order to find those common threads, or in order to find what are the mechanics of
pattern.
You know what I'm saying?
Algorithms.
Okay, just to piggyback off that, Todd, data enculturation is the process by which people learn the dynamics of their surrounding culture and acquire values and norms appropriate or necessary in that culture and worldviews. As a part of this process, the influences that limit, direct, or shape the individuals
include parents, other adults, and peers. If successful, enculturation results in competence in the language, values, and rituals of the culture. Do I need to go further?
So how would you Jay Freeway in the building, peace, how you doing? So if you wanted to use that, let's say you wanted to use that on me, how would you do that?
So first I would, in this reality right now that we're in,
right now,
and I didn't know you, for an example, theoretically, if I didn't know you, is that what you're asking?
Sure.
Okay, so if I didn't know you, theoretically, how would I enculturate you? Well, I would reach out to you in some way on social media. I would do my research to figure out a way to contact you, maybe even throw out some money, offer you a job if it's that serious, but do whatever it took to get your attention enough to get around me so that I can learn you and understand you, and so that you feel comfortable about me doing such. I mean, it happens all the time, though. Like literally, like people get taken advantage of all the time. But is that what you're saying?
Yeah, go ahead, break it down.
But there's several different ways you could do it. I'm just saying that's an example of.
Well, I know, but how you gonna implement the program though? How are you going to put the program in there?
What's my program that I want? What is my end goal?
Well, let me see. They said, let me see. The program you want to make me Aboriginal. How about that?
I want to make you an Aboriginal.
Right.
Okay. I want to make you an Aboriginal. I don't know you. Okay. So the first thing I would do is I'd probably send you some mail or something with a whole bunch of goddamn Aboriginal shit on it, right? And probably with some type of like specialized nice little note that's very intriguing with some nice
You're missing
like
a step.
rich and shit.
You're missing a step because remember it said they study learning. They study the way we learn, so you got to figure out how I learn.
Well, first I gotta get around you first.
Right, and then you want to figure out how this guy learn.
So in order for me to learn you, first I gotta learn how to get around you.
Right. I'm saying once you're around me,
I can learn you. Once I'm around you, then all I have to do is observe your tendencies and find commonalities that you identify with and internalize with, and basically stick through those points and basically manipulate you through those emotions. So, for example, let's say when we talk about certain shit, when we talk about grandmamas or something, you get choked up. Right, hold on. My children going goddamn crazy. Let's say you get choked up every time you talk about your mama or your grandmama and shit, right? Well, I know this is being extreme, right? But I know if I go and tie your grandmama up and tell you to bring some money, nigga, you probably do it, right? But I'm just throwing out shit. We winging this shit. But there's several different ways. Like we can play this game, Todd Data. We can play this game. But if I want to turn you Aboriginal, right? I'll probably send you a nice like note and make it look like it's very discreet and maybe an offer of a job opportunity of a lifetime or some shit, right? Just to get you in there. Once you get there,
you missing an important part of the gerontologist or whatever. Remember, they study the learning. So you have to figure out how do I learn. You see what I'm saying? That's how you inject your program in through my learning.
But see, this is the thing we ain't taking into account either, right? They learn from us, right?
What you mean? Like they're studying?
No, like our people brought the world everything.
Okay.
So they didn't necessarily have to observe that much because our culture has already spread through the world now. I mean, you see what I'm saying?
But see, I'm talking about you implementing. I'm talking about you putting your program in your Aboriginal program and putting it in me or putting it.
Why would I want to put my Aboriginal program in you?
Well, not me personally. Okay, not me personally. Like
I'm saying, or any other entity. Why would I want to
dictate or try to manipulate or change anyone else's reality.
Because that's what they're doing to you.
They're not doing that to me.
So if you don't know how to do it back, then you're just gonna sit around and just let them eat everybody up. You know what I'm saying?
I think you're missing the point, Todd Data. I'm not under socialization, so it doesn't apply to me. And it only applies to you if you want it to apply to you, or if you internalize that it applies to you.
Oh, okay. So you saying that they ain't got you?
Do they get you?
They got me.
I mean, shit.
Yeah, I mean they got me, but you know what I'm saying? I'm
a rare breed then, because they ain't got me. I have all my goddamn sense and my right mind, and I'm willing to fight and die for my people.
But this is the thing, though. Now you have a responsibility now. So now
a responsibility to who?
To you and to the rest of the people, because you know they didn't get you. You got out.
The rest of who people, first of all?
Us.
Who is us?
The Aboriginal, your buddies, your friends, your mom, your dad, whoever.
Which Aboriginals?
Come on, Ether, man. You're getting weird, bro. Like, what do you mean, man?
No. Fuck that. We got to distinguish. I don't fuck with all Aboriginals.
Okay. Let's just scratch
that. We
got
low vibrational, fucked up Aboriginals.
That's okay. Let's just scratch that. Then I was just talking about just in general.
Just because you Aboriginal, you don't get no pass with either. Fuck you mean? I feel you. That shit don't hold no weight with me.
But I'm saying about, you know, at some point, you know what I'm saying, knowing this information, you know, at some point, you might have to do it back to them, on them. You see what I'm saying?
Why? Why, Todd Data?
Because you know how to do it. And
do you fight fire with fire, or do you fight fire with water?
No, but that's not fire. You see what I'm saying?
What is it?
That tactic is not. That wouldn't be considered fire. That will be considered. You know. That will be considered. You know. It's a program. I will call it a program. So if you're programming us, then I'm going to program you. If you're going to program my people, then I'm going to program you.
Let me ask you a question. While you're programming them, who is helping your people?
That will be helping my people. That will be helping my people, because now you don't have them as many as them programming us to help program us. You see what I'm saying? So now you're programmed. You see what I'm saying?
So your understanding is by doing what was done to us, it will somehow balance shit out.
No, they can't happen on all fields. But this, when it comes to psychologically, when it comes to this type of shit, there's going to be some of that happening to them.
So you don't think we have the ability to psychologically pretty much take over any type of entity we want right now?
Well, you gotta, because when you say entity, man, I'm thinking of like a corporation. So is that what you got in mind?
Okay. Do you think that we don't have the ability to influence any person on the planet?
You saying we do or we don't?
I'm asking, do you think we have the power to right now? That we can? Do you don't think we have the power to socialize someone right now?
I mean, we do have the power.
Okay.
But the only thing is that just because we have it don't mean it's gonna, you know, doesn't mean it's gonna work all the time. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean it's gonna work all the time. You know, it all depends on how much we put into it. You know,
we ain't even talking about it working. You talking about implementing first.
Right. I'm talking about implementing. Right. So if
for anything to work, you need to fucking have a plan first. So this is the thing. We not tapped in naturally no more, Ty. So like we don't understand the power we truly have. Like we are the natural, original people.
True. And that's what it boils down to. So all
do you know the whole world bows at your feet and you don't even know it, bro?
Yeah. all conversation leads to that conversation.
I fucking go, bro. I be in public just walking and fucking random people just bow their head to me. How you doing? Like, bro, they not, bro.
I know I'm a fucking God, and I get shown every day. I walk as such, I talk as such, I treat my gods as such, I treat the people I love as such. Everywhere I go, I raise the frequency because that's what I'm doing for our people. Like, you see what I'm saying? When you gotta, like, we gotta take control, bro. We can't continue to put it in another entity or person or thing or whatever you want to call it hands, bro. You can't. We gotta stop that shit, man. That shit ain't gonna happen like how we want it to happen. The revolution ain't gonna be televised because it starts where, Tadeta? Do you know the answer to that?
What? With
The
your family?
revolution will not be televised. Why won't it be televised?
Because it starts within.
It starts within. He told you back then. We've always known it starts within. If you ain't whole within, you have nothing to give to your people. How you gonna sacrifice yourself for your people and you ain't nothing? Or you consider yourself nothing? Like, I don't know, man. At this point, Ty, I'm like,
it gets deep, bro. It get real deep.
I'm like, what can I do for my people? You not even like, bro, I'm so raw with it now. I'm gonna tell you straight up like this. You not even my people. If you fucking are not every day waking up trying to do what you can to further the reality that we all understand. And I don't mean like nigga going to hold no picket signs or nothing, but if you know the truth, nigga, and you still hiding, bruh, it's a reason you scared, and you should be. Stop playing with the ancestors and stop playing with the land. If you gonna scream this goddamn Aboriginal shit, something comes with that, bruh.
Right.
You have a responsibility, a birthright, nigga. You can't afford to be afraid. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. But see, it does. You said something real.
We can't afford to be afraid. We have a fucking duty to our descendants and to our ancestors and to every motherfucker that has ever been oppressed and that has been taken advantage of due to the oppression of our people. Like, we have a responsibility to resurrect the proper frequency of these lands. If we don't, we won't have no reality. So I don't know what the fuck niggas doing. Like, niggas just comfortable. I know what it is. Niggas is comfortable. Niggas got their little 30 a year, 45 a year, whatever. They got the car, they got the house. They good. They eat good. There's no reason to goddamn change this shit. But at the end of the day, my nigga, Rome will burn.
Yep.
So, I mean, what side you gonna be on? You gonna be on the side of righteousness? You gonna be on the side of, yo, I don't give a fuck what I gotta go through at the end of the day. I know that I did whatever I could for my people and for my fucking ancestors. Like, what is better than that? What is there more to attain? I don't get it, bro. I really don't. I don't get it.
But let me ask you this though: is a germatologist will be considered a scientist, right?
Yeah.
So we never heard of this as something new. So the condition we in, it was stowed on us scientifically, and it was carried out mathematically. You see, that's how they carried it out. You see.
I see where you're going. I know what you're looking for now. Oh, I didn't think. Okay. Are you familiar with the term population genetics?
Yeah, I heard.
Okay. So that's where mathematicians took Darwin's theory.
Right.
Yeah. And merged it. Remember?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? Something like that?
I'm not talking about that, but that goes with it. That's right.
Goes with it. I'm saying something to that extent, though, right?
Yeah, that goes along with it. Yeah.
One of the processes that they use. Let's just say that.
You're right.
Or one of the.
That's the carry out. That's the delivery card. See, the math
Hold
is the
on one second,
delivery
Todd.
part. You see what I'm
Go
saying?
ahead. Go ahead.
So they pick it up. They, first off, they study it for a long time. It never stops. Studying, it never stops. It never stops. So they study it, okay, and then they figure something out, and then what they do, they figure out how to carry it out mathematically. So it's carried out mathematically. So the math would be like if you got steak, math would be the plate that's on it. That's how they carry it out. You see what I'm saying? So it's carried out through a mathematical, coordinates. You see what I'm saying? So when you're dealing with times, you're dealing with dates, you're dealing with, certain populations, certain areas. You're dealing with, all the way to weather patterns, to whether the moon, how long the moon's out, how long they is so fucking like religiously like hell bent on this shit. You see what I'm saying? So the carry out is just as important. But most people don't forget about the carry out. How they carried out, how they brought this shit to you. You see what I'm saying? How they brought it to you.
Right,
That
I'm back.
plate that, you see what I'm saying? That plate that they brought it on. They brought it to you that way. So if you understand that, you can see it coming from a mile away. You can already predict what's coming up next. It's like you can almost see into the future.
I do. That's how I see everything.
Actually, that would be yeah, you could. That would be seeing into the future. But you're not really like on some fucking, some ghost shit. It's just you're just following the numbers, and then when the numbers add up to this, chances are their number's gonna either fall on one side. It's gonna fall on the right or the left side. And so when they carry it out, you might not know exactly what's on that plate, but whatever's on that plate, that shit ain't good for the people. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So they carry you, so they bringing it.
I'm just picking the shit apart.
You just don't know exactly what they bringing.
Exactly. So that's how I do my scholarship. I always understood from every show or build I've ever done that there has been a pact made, or you understand, a certain continent decided to take the land and the culture of people of a certain continent. Like, that's how I've always had my perception built upon. So when I do my scholarship, it's always built on that understanding. So when I'm researching, I'm making sure that I'm staying objective enough to understand that this could potentially be why. Not to say it is, but this could potentially be why. And ever since I started doing that, everything starts to make sense now. You see what I'm saying? Right. Everything lines up. All the numbers line up. I can walk you through history. I mean, we do the time machine, y'all. Like, we can walk you through this shit. And once you get to the end of the road, it's like, okay, I get it now. There's nothing, like I said, bro. There's nothing. It's all a psych op, bro.
Yeah, it's a fucking.
It got y'all niggas wanting reparations and shit and hollering and in the streets, and oh my God, you niggas hollering every time you see Roots and the goddamn what's the other movie, Amistad, right? What is that doing, bro? They taking it. What are they doing with all that energy? You think? Huh?
Yeah, Freeway said, man, if we look at life and our reason of being from their perspective, you get what we have today.
Yes, sir. Socialization. Socialized people.
Yep. It's all part of social engineering.
Yes, sir.
That's
anything you got social in, you need to have your antennas up. Social services, social security, social workers.
But it's very important to these badass kids. It's very important to understand what they can do. We can too.
But why we can't do it?
I said we can too.
Oh, I was about to say why we can't
Come on, man.
do
You know I ain't gonna say that, bro.
it. I'm saying,
Yeah.
like, people really have the understanding that, like, right now, if a black man walking around with a gun out, he gonna get shot. Why is that? Because everybody has internalized that shit.
Right.
So they're manifesting these shits. You understand? By internalizing the colonizer's fucking consciousness and accepting his terms, you have damned your fucking descendants.
Let me ask you this, bro, because we finna go. AP finna go live. He finna go live on Brother Polite. I just got the notification. So AP finna be
Yeah, I
going
think I saw
live.
that too.
Let me ask you this now. Now, do you think they can handle the situation, whatever situation it is to you that we went through? Do you think they'll be able to handle it?
Who?
Let's say paleface people. Do you think they'll be able to handle that?
Do I think they'll be handled?
They'll be able to
what
handle
exactly?
the situation that whatever it is in your mind that we feel we went through. Do you think they'll be able to handle that?
Yes, they have.
So, in the same extent, for the same length.
Well, for my research, I can't say one way or another, but I have a theory that says this is exactly where they learned it from. This is how they did it, and this is, they were taught this for a specific reason.
Because
and it wasn't like, oh, they just decided to start enslaving shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the reason why I'm asking that, the reason why I'm asking that is because, like the situation we in now, do you think they'll be able to handle that? Living somewhere where it's nothing but us on TV, nothing but us on radios, we're in total control, like straight up 100% control. Do you think they'll be able to handle that?
I think they have.
Cause for one, if we in control, it ain't gonna be too much sunscreen, bro.
I mean, I think they have internalized that understanding for 6,000 plus years.
Now, but okay, so you think they can? Okay, so you think they can? Now,
I think they know. I think they know how it feels to be.
I'm saying you think they can handle
socialized.
it.
I think they're a product of social engineering, actually.
Yeah, definitely. So you think they can handle it? Now, do you now what do you think that they must do for them and not to happen to them? What do you think some of the main things they must do for that not to happen to them?
They can't do anything.
Huh?
They cannot do anything about what is to come to them.
No, I'm saying no, I'm saying let's just say our situation. Okay. Now, in the same period of time, let's just say you believe they can handle it. I believe they can't, but you say they can. And so their main existence is to make sure that doesn't happen to them and their people. So what do you think some of the main things is for that they must do in order for their situation to not be like ours?
I think that's just not the right perspective to look at it as, because when you say that, it's so many anomalies that I could use to discredit the understanding that it, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like all white people ain't the same, like we gotta stop looking at
see, I'm not talking about right. Well, see, I'm not talking about like each white person as like a individual person. I'm talking about as a the head of the collective.
Have you ever considered that majority of white people are not ahead of shit? And that they're just as
I know that.
as you?
I know that. But the thing though is that, if you notice, everywhere they go, they have to have some form of control. They cannot go in an environment that is not fully controlled. You see what I'm saying? They cannot survive there. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, who? Are you talking about oppressors, colonizers, or are you talking about the people that are here now?
See, guys, man. Y'all going in.
I'm saying, look, like everywhere they go, let's say America, let's even say Africa, everywhere they go, they have control systems there. You understand that, right? They have control opposition there, right? You understand that?
Yeah.
So they cannot survive anywhere where they don't have that at. You see what happened to that man went to that island?
Mm-hmm.
They don't have no controlled opposition on that island, do they? So they can't. So in order for them to survive, they have to have total control, or at least some form. You see what I'm saying?
I understand that
You
concept.
understand what I'm saying? So in order to keep that situation going, what do you think are some of the things they must do to keep that going?
I just told you I don't think there's anything they can do, bro. Like,
no, I'm saying to keep it going because they already got it, but they need to maintain it though.
they don't have it though. They don't have control. They don't. We've always been in control.
Okay, so I'm saying about an environment, like a certain environment or a certain place, a state or whatever you want to call it. If they touch down, if they touch down in that country, there has to be somebody they can call, or there has to be some form or some system put in place for them to maneuver. You see what I'm saying? Because if they don't have it, if they don't have that, then it's gonna be very hard for them to survive. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, that just depends on a lot of factors though, Ty. Like, I mean,
how else will they survive then?
I mean, I'm trying to paint this picture in my head when you're talking about these people.
Okay. Let me distribute it a little better then. So,
and I can't actually put a face on these people that you're talking about, because the so-called people that has control, like if you really look into reality, they are out of control within self, and they're manifesting their own destruction.
Control is an illusion. What I'm saying is that, like, okay, now, for example, when I go out the country, I don't really have nobody I can call. When I go somewhere, I don't have nobody I can call and be like, hey man, I'm in a tight situation. You see what I'm saying? Come get me, come rescue me.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
And so now imagine going to a place, a foreign country where I have that. I can go to a foreign place and I know if I'm in a tight situation, there's someone I can call who's going to come help me out of that. You see what I'm saying? Like, now we got the American embassy, so that would play a factor in some, you know what I'm saying, maybe some countries, you know what I'm saying, American embassy might come get me, maybe not. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Jesse Jackson might come get me, nigga. Maybe Chief Holiday might show up with a submachine or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But the situation needs to be able to fit for them to survive. So it has to be a laid out and plastered environment for them to survive. And so in order for them to maintain that, what are some of the things you think they must do to maintain that? Whether it's control, whether it's,
I mean, why would they change anything at this point?
Right. So they wouldn't change it because they already got it. So how are they holding it up? What would you think some of the things that they need to do to keep that held up?
Just continue to
go along with the status quo, just like niggas.
And what would you think the status quo is? What do you
just
think
continue to fuel the system. Just continue to go to work. Just continue to be educated. Just continue to, eat fast food and be a part of society. That's all.
Implement that gerontology shit pretty much.
Well, I mean, society runs itself at this point. Once you create the paradigm, peace, Ron Redbird in the building. Once you create the paradigm, it runs itself.
Huh?
I said, once you create the paradigm, if you create it properly, and it's like a virus, it'll run itself.
Right. Keep going.
So they don't need to do anything physically or anything like that to manifest their realities of staying in existence, because they're still in existence. So if they actually probably change some shit, it probably would alter their existence. But I mean, we're speaking in vague terms, about they, and
we're speaking in reality, bro. This is happening.
What is they? What is they? To me, white people are the real live, Adolf Hitler, Aryan race type shit. That's what you're talking about?
No.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about for the survival, for their survival.
Of who? The white people?
Yeah.
Of where? Of what? Of where?
Of the earth, man. What are you talking about, man?
You act like there's a white people global system that actually fucking everybody's fucking with each other or something like that. That's what I'm trying to.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what it is, bro.
It's no, it's not. No.
You ever been
it's
anywhere?
Not that sophisticated, Todd David.
You ever been outside the country, bro? You ever been South America? Have you ever been outside?
Outside of what country? America?
Yeah, though.
No, I've never been outside of America. I've always been home.
Okay. But you understand the system that they put in place here, though, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now, imagine that system everywhere you go.
It is. I understand that.
You see what I'm saying? So you see what I'm saying? That's that same system.
But it's in different forms and facets depending on where you go.
The same gerontologist mind game you just brought to the table. Imagine that on the globe. Not just America. Imagine it on the globe, bro.
That's why it works. I understand this. That's why it works.
You see what I'm saying? So in order to maintain that gerontologist, okay, they implement it. It's not just here in it's not just in Minnesota, North Carolina. It's the globe. So now we done put it out there on the globe. Now we need to hold it up. We need to keep it going. Okay, they need to hold it up. They need to keep it going. What do you think some of the things that they're using to do that?
I think they're using the same thing they always use. People.
Huh?
I think they're using the same thing they always use. People.
You think they use that's my point. That's my point. They're using the population. They're using the population. You're right. They're using the people. They're using the population. So that's what it boils down to. That's how.
But it's not no global fucking white people that's goddamn.
No, they don't need to be
puppeteering some shit. They're not that sophisticated. There's a certain specific people who are melanated, not melanated, who all vibrate at a certain frequency and have a certain understanding.
That's under their gerontology garbage, right? So
gerontologist is like the wizard and the Wizard of Oz. He that nigga behind the curtain.
Right. So you don't need it. So the color is nothing. You could take the color away. Like the color doesn't even. I would just explain it to you by saying white people, but the color that has nothing to do with it. All reality is because the reason why is because you can have all colors under that gerontology system.
Right. The whole world has been socialized through education and media.
Right.
And culture.
System. You that system.
Right.
So that color thing it doesn't matter because I can come to you dark as night under that same damn system.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But so it's the people that they're using. It's the population that they're using. And that's how they able to hold it up. So but I just want to see where you was at with that because the population and the people is holding it. It's holding them. It's holding them up. And guess what? As long as you're eating good, you're gonna keep your position. And that's what most people do. As long as you're eating good, oh, I'm gonna keep my position. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Sad.
that's a hard thing to deal with. That's a hard thing to deal with. But when you spend some of that Aboriginal knowledge, now you in a position where you're trying to do something about that. You see, that puts you in a position that you're trying to do something about that. Because you know what I'm saying, we're around here saying, bro, this our shit. This our shit. So we like fuck this whole fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Don't get cheap holiday started. So we bending back and we putting our hands back and saying, man, we good on that position. We good on that position. We don't want that position. And everybody else saying, bro, I'm African American, bro. Good luck on the Aboriginal shit. But I'm gonna hold my position. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. I mean,
I wish y'all apples luck, bro. You see what I'm saying? They know, bro. They know. But see, once they accept that, but they don't wanna leave that position. So because I know Chief, he be going in, he be like, man, they stupid, bro. They dumb. Like, bro, they know. They just wanna hold their position.
well, let them hold that motherfucker.
You see what I'm saying? The second they get this talking about, oh, I'm an Aboriginal, they gonna be like, that means I have to reject all this shit then. That means all this shit, you know what I'm saying? That means I gotta let go of my position. Not let go of my position, but I have to openly at least recognize what's going on. I have a different responsibility. I have to teach my kids a certain way now. I have to be a certain way now. And so
Right.
now that right there, trying to like when you came into the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Because you came in young though. You came in at a younger age. So you wouldn't be a good case. You see what I'm saying? You wouldn't be a good case. Because you came in younger, and so you more, you know what I'm saying, you're more with it. But older people who comes into it, they take it hard, bro. You notice they take it a little hard, like some of the oldest people. Some of them do. Not all of them. Not all of them though. Not all of them. Because some of them been on it, and they just be like, bro, we been on it. We just didn't, we just didn't, we just didn't talk about it that much. Some of them been on it. You know what I'm saying? But some of them never heard it. They were like, no, dude, it's like they, but it goes back to the people that's holding it up. And want to keep their position, and they keep the opposition or whatever you want to call it, in the same position. But AP finna go live, and I gotta go to the crib. Black Lotus gonna be on tonight. I think AP finna be going on. So I'm gonna try to get with you and Nature, man, so you guys can hook up a playlist, hook up a 24-hour playlist. If y'all can do it together, where y'all can have both of y'all shows going, one you, one him, one both of you, or whatever. If you want to do that, or unless you just give me 24 hours of you and 24 hours of him, and we just run them like that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll talk. Talk about that.
Yeah, just make a little playlist, and then we can go from there.
Yeah, I got you.
Somebody said focus on the youth who are getting drunk and getting arrested.
Instead of
Yeah,
focus on the
yeah, but
youth.
that goes back to the gerontology
That's just part of
because
this.
they doing what they saw us do.
That's true. You gotta focus on the youth, but you gotta focus on the youth in the aspect of changing within your youth or the youth that you can influence. See what I'm saying? That's because they're gonna grow up and change the youth that they can influence.
Right.
We can't be trying to go out and grab other people's babies, and half the niggas ain't taking care of their own babies or teaching their own babies the right shit. Y'all want to teach other baby shit, but y'all ain't even got you got them babies and you got your babies in college and shit. And you know the system is fucked. So you see what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm just saying though, it's choices, bro. We always got a choice.
Yep.
You can't goddamn take the shit out your hands, bro. You always gotta put yourself in the responsibility.
Look, it's a hard situation to be in. So that's why that's why I focus on math, because it makes it easier for me. It don't makes it easier for everybody, and it's not the answer for everybody. But when you know what I'm saying, it takes the emotions out of it, it takes the feeling out of it, and you just see a fucking math piece of paper, and it's just like, there, that's the answer, or that's, you know what I'm saying, that's what needs to be. You know what I'm saying? That's how I deal with it. You know what I'm saying? But who we got coming up next? I think Black Lord's gonna be coming up next. Chief Holiday might be coming on. AP finna come on real quick, so we can go ahead and head out. You wanna get the last word, Ether, man? Appreciate you coming out, man.
I just want to say,
some knowledge. You're gonna have to break down that gerontology a little more to us too.
Yeah, man, I just want to say shout out to all my indigenous aborigines. I love y'all, man. Everything I say is out of love. If I hurt your feelings, then you probably ain't living right. I'm just saying. No, I'm just no. But yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna be hitting y'all with some powerful build about more about knowledge of self and understanding what it means to be who you are and all of that good shit. Shout out to all my teachers. Shout out to all my indigenous aborigines. Aboriginal TV gonna take over pretty goddamn soon. But yeah, man, we out, man.
Chief, you want to say something, bro? I appreciate everybody in the chat, man. We definitely appreciate you out there, man. We out here. It don't stop. Once this camera go off, we still out here, bro. Like don't think like we just gonna go to sleep and shit. Actually, that's actually what I might do. No, I'm just playing. But we out here, bro. Peace.